Enough of this palaver. Let's get the show on the road.
Sal, turn that shit up, will you? Let's go. Thank you. Gotta mix that shit. Good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Opie and Anthony Show.
Where's your rock?
Huh?
Where's your rock?
He's wandering around. Why?
I miss him when he's not here.
He's probably taking a shit or something. Good morning, Constitution.
Doing what he does best.
How is everyone?
Delightful.
Fucking nose is itchy, and my eyes are itching, and I'm a running nose.
You're allergic to cats. You got to get rid of Beavis.
No.
Oh, that's it.
Yep. It's
No.
obvious. Very obvious.
Let's put him down.
No. Leave little Beavis alone. My eyes are itchy. Now I was just driving in my truck. Driving. Maybe it's because I was blasting the heat.
Right.
Yeah.
Did you hear about the elevator?
Oh, did I ever?
Wow, man. You didn't hear about the elevator?
No, but Chip just almost fired off a home run. what happened on the elevator?
Well, Kenny's informing everyone that the elevator is going to be out of service for...
Well, it's actually
Hold on.
lobby,
Thursday,
right?
Friday, Saturday, Sunday. For 4 days. He goes, did you hear about the elevator? I'm like, what? And then I'm thinking we're going to have to walk up to this floor, which is, what, 36 or so?
Whether someone was crushed getting into it?
Right. He goes, they're doing some construction, and the elevator's going to be out for 4 days. I'm like, okay, so what do we do? He goes, you're going to have to take the elevator to the 37th floor and walk down one level.
Yeah, it's the lobby that we get off on the floor that we're on. We get off on that lobby. And the lobby is being remodeled.
Right.
So the elevator works, but we can't get off on the floor anymore by the lobby. So we got to go up one floor and then walk down the stairs one floor.
But he made it sound like, it was going to be a major fucking hassle.
Oh, boy.
Thank you, Kenny.
Look out.
I appreciate the elevator news today.
Yes.
We're gonna be very inconvenient.
He goes, big news.
Is that big news around here?
It's the scuttlebutt around the water cooler.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
What are they doing now? What are they doing now with our money?
They're remodeling the entire lobby.
With our fucking...
Remodeling the entire lobby.
That's cool.
That's great.
Our event money.
Yeah.
I think the wood floor is going to be like stone.
Are you kidding?
No.
Oh, yeah?
That's cool. Yeah, there's the event money.
Or our studio money, or
other things.
or many people's raises.
But again, this goes to what Opie was saying about shine it up real nice and put it on the old fucking chopping block.
Oh yeah, this place is being shined up real nice.
Yeah.
There's two things that happen here. Mm-hmm. They remodel.
Yeah.
And they take care of Howard, and that's it. But if they think that's successful for them, who am I to say? But
they eat, they swim, and they make little sharks.
Right, but it's time to say it.
Yeah.
They remodel and they make sure Howard's well taken care of. Everyone else, go screw yourself.
Will be nice to walk into a fresh new lobby once it's done.
With stone?
Stone.
Oh yeah.
But at every turn, they claim they have no money for this, no money for that, no money for raises, no money to put into your studio, no money to put into your event.
Go outside. There's stone everywhere. There's rocks everywhere. It's like free.
I'd rather go to a nice event that is part of our show.
Oh, yeah.
And instead of being robbed.
Well, Mel Karmazin had a very good, philosophy about the whole thing, which at times...
Have a good time all the time, Marty. That's my philosophy.
I didn't fully agree with, but
yeah,
he kept like the place looking real shitty because it's radio,
right?
And the listeners they'll never know that there's a stone lobby.
What if it's a media destination?
True.
Are we going to be a media destination?
No.
What do you mean, no?
You're not believing in the media destination thing?
We already are.
Yeah, I don't think we're a media destination. We get some fine guests, but
yeah,
we'll be on this shitty road.
We're a media fucking stopover.
Right.
We're a media layover. We're not quite the destination.
We're a media crash site.
Yeah, a media fucking flop house. Media's on the lam. It stays with us for a night.
Remember when your mother would want you to pay rent? This is not a flop house.
Oh, yes.
Right.
My mom used to say that all the time when my friends would come over for parties on Friday and Saturday night.
Yeah.
And then she would get home.
Yeah.
And the couple was still laying around. She goes, "What is this, a flop house?" What's a flop house?
I don't know, but I had to take the word flop off my front door. I realized it wasn't a boo.
But a flop house sounds fun, man.
Sure, it
right?
does.
Sounds nice.
You just flop.
Actual stone is going into the lobby?
Kenny's got something.
To my knowledge, yes.
Yes, Kenny.
With a lump.
I could tell you some more gossip if you're interested.
I'd love
Oh, Kenny's the king of gossip around here.
Do tell.
He works
I
the
don't know
hallways.
You guys know this already, but the morning mashups moved to a new studio.
What's that have to do
Oh,
with
that's
anything?
great.
What do you mean?
Yeah, they're not there, so they might not come by our neighborhood anymore.
Where are they and what happened?
They just moved down the hall further.
To where, though? A nicer studio?
It's nicer than the one they had. It's not
Is it
nice-
nicer than this?
No.
Okay, because I've been eyeing a few places.
And it's not new. You know, it's not like
different.
It didn't cost any money.
So why are they over there now?
It's just a little bigger.
And where are they?
Oh, it is bigger.
They're like on the,
Near
you
the
know,
windows?
Yeah, on the other side.
Yeah.
Window view, other side of the glass.
Yeah, they're on the east side.
I'm going to miss them.
So now Cousin Brucey just gets his own little studio there, or who else does that? Cousin Brucey.
Cousin
It's in there
Brucey.
once a week,
Oh,
maybe.
God.
That's what they said. They were sick of doing a morning show and just looking at Cousin Brucey's
Cousin
stupid
Brucey
face all morning.
pictures.
Oh, God, that's right. They had that big guest in there with his face.
Yeah, Lady Gaga comes in and it says Cousin Brucey, a big sign, and she's like, "Where's
Oh, really?
Brucey?"
And the window is completely covered up with old Cousin Brucey pictures.
Right.
Like you could walk by the studio and you can't look in and see the morning mashup. Do they have is it brighter now or something?
No, it's actually darker.
Really? Why do they like it so dark?
I don't know.
They broadcast in the dark?
They do.
They do. It's very dark in their studio.
It's not conducive.
No,
No,
not
I like
to a
that.
morning mashup. You think, hey, turn off the lights. Good morning, everybody.
Morning mashup style.
Ugh.
I like it dark, mysterious.
No, stop.
Yeah.
You never know what's going to happen, who's grabbing whose crotch.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow. Enjoy that.
What's going on in
Fucking
there?
Nicole's new big giant tits.
Yeah. You know, you can tell Nicole and you can definitely tell Stanley.
Oh, yeah.
If you grab his, you probably know.
Grab his.
All right, so there's the big news today. Elevator's out for a few days, and according to Kenny, that's a major fucking problem for everybody.
But we'll have a fresh new lobby, a little sacrifice.
What kind of stone?
It's like
Marble?
it's not like shiny
Granite?
marble. It's like granity.
What do you mean granite?
No, not like
Limestone?
I need to know what kind of stone.
It's
What
like
stone do they work?
It's like dull. There was stone that I saw
And how do you know?
because I saw him laying it down to see what it would look like.
Laying it down. Oh, yeah?
So did you take a picture of it?
No,
Why not?
because
Tweeted that
it's
shit.
stone. It's on a wood floor.
Where is this stone? Is it in a closet somewhere?
I don't know. I don't know why you want to get to it. Before.
I want to see how expensive the stone is.
It's like a dull stone, like not shiny stone.
I'm not just fighting for us. I'm fighting for everyone that hasn't had a raise around here. And now they're laying down expensive stone.
Well, I mean, it's not going to be cheap stone. And the lobby's big.
And are they still moving the staircase?
That I don't know.
I
That
think
was too impractical.
And where are we at with the new rugs? What stage?
Oh, we're well along into that stage. We're almost done with the 37th floor.
Is that why our hallway is turned into the fucking city dump over here?
Yes.
The fucking there's a rolling little dumpster and boxes of trash and old wires and fucking electronic equipment from the 80s.
Why do they do the rugs upstairs first?
I
Because
guess
no one sees those rugs.
Boy.
maybe it's easier. I don't know.
Like,
That's
I
where
mean,
the fucking brass lives.
that's probably it.
but the logic being, if you're trying to impress people like celebrities and stuff, they would be coming through this floor.
but you're not.
So why, when you start with this floor?
You're
I
not.
have a guess.
Yeah.
Because if they timed it right, they did it upstairs, they're going to be doing part of around here during the holidays and stuff.
Oh.
Maybe when there's less people around.
All right.
Have
a real answer,
holly
possibly.
Jolly Christmas.
Yeah. What a bunch of Scrooges.
Although all that shit in the hallway that makes it look like a dump. We had an intern come back and visit just to say hi.
Yeah.
He was here a year and a half ago.
The liar.
And he yes
the party?
Yes. But he walked through the hall and said, "I think all that stuff has been here since I left.
Oh, really?
Well, that figures.
Cardboard boxes of wires and piping and
What are you going to do?
Conduit.
Did you get an answer from Greenstein yesterday?
I never saw him. I went down with the he was in there with somebody. I didn't ask for him. I just looked in and saw that he had somebody in there, so I walked away.
Right. Trying to get some real answer why our promotion, our event is not happening unless we come up with $350,000.
Extortion.
When you say it like that, it sounds funny.
Pure extortion.
What do you think it is?
Like you got to come up with $350,000 if you want to do this event. That makes it really sound extorty.
That's pretty much what it is. You explain it differently, I'm willing to listen.
Could you imagine that?
And then we have to see the posters and the you know, the websites all dedicated to a huge birthday bash.
Could you imagine going to
holy fuck,
going to promotions in the old days of radio, when you're at a regular radio station and saying, "Yeah, I got an idea for an event," and they're like, "Oh, okay," and then you kick it up to management and they're like, "Oh, that's good, yeah." Hey, give us a fuckload of money to do that. You're like, what?
Right.
You'd be like, what?
XM wouldn't have done
unprecedented.
Oh, XM wouldn't have done that because they understand the value of something like that. A huge over-the-top event raises us up. There's a value.
Oh, there's a value to it on their side, too. A lot of serious signage, an opportunity to make money through sponsorship and whatnot instead of shaking down the talent. Oh, well.
Do they shake him down for the event?
I bet not.
Or are they shoving more money? More money. Here.
Unless that's a contractual obligation. But
no, I'm
way,
sure it's not.
No, of course not.
I'm positive this is just
It's an expensive venue.
Oh, yeah.
Huh? Where is it going to be held?
Hammerstein.
So are they holding up the Hammerstein for a few thousand? A few shekels?
They're probably going to pay the Hammerstein.
But the Hammerstein's going to get a lot of free promotion out of this. That Howard Stern's birthday bash is there.
Are we going to?
So shouldn't they be holding up? They should be holding up the Hammerstein for some cash. No? Why should they get all that free promotion, right? And Sam, do you know the difference between stone and tile? People are asking.
Of course, it's not like it's not.
It's not tile.
No, it's stone. It's not.
All right, stone is way classier than tile.
Well, it's not going to look like a bathroom. It's not going to look like.
How big are the stone
floor.
pieces?
Bigger than a tile.
Like this?
Yeah, probably like the ones I saw.
18 inches.
Ooh.
Yeah, maybe 18 by 18.
Pavers.
Pavers. Yeah.
I don't know what pavers is.
That's what you make like patios out of.
Oh,
Yeah. Stone.
not tiles.
Interlocking.
Well, I don't know.
Very good question.
Interloculars.
Very good question.
Interloculars.
Good thing Bob flew in to handle this.
Which one? Which thing?
This whole thing that's happening. Good thing the agent flew in.
Yeah, he gave up on it.
Was he
Grout,
fired?
Sam? Grout?
Firing
Will there
soft
be
emails?
grout?
I believe there may be some grout.
Oh, jeez.
Uh-oh. I don't know. No grout.
All right, no grout then.
No.
But then that's one big piece of fucking stone.
We'll need some grout.
It's just going to be like one piece that they're going to lay in on the floor.
Right.
Yeah.
No grout.
Gotta be some grout.
No grout.
Like a little bit of grout.
Mm-hmm.
You guys should crash the bash.
Very good news. CNN at 7:40 a.m. will discuss the N-word with a Major League Baseball player.
Oh, good.
Can we roll tape on that?
Oh, that's going to get a lot done.
Sure, they'll be talking about it like adults,
Now-
saying the N-word.
Yeah, just like look like adults. Yeah.
Now, Brian Gumbel has a different take on the N-word. Speaking of, he does his show, what is it, Real Sports or whatever on HBO?
Oh, yeah?
And he's going after what Charles Barkley said recently, which we said on this show.
Uh-huh.
Which basically Charles said, look, you know, I use the word with my friends, and he doesn't care what color you are.
Yeah.
You should be able to use it. And Brian Gumbel is taking the angle that no one,
Oh, Christ. Shut the fuck up.
no one should use the N-word, no matter what color you are.
How about, they were just showing a clip of the knockout game. Finally, the media's picking up on this. Been talking about it for well over a year, and they're finally
What do you
picking
mean
up on
over a
it.
year? This is a year old already?
Oh, yeah, the knockout game's been going on for quite some time.
Yeah.
And they're finally talking about it. How about using it in that instance?
I'll tell you why. By the way, I'll tell you why that they're talking about it, because Thomas Sowell, who's I think that's how you say his last name, a black writer, a really great writer, wrote a big piece on it, I think, for the Daily News. So now they're okay to talk about it.
Yeah, now they're
'Cause he
talking
mentioned-
about it.
Yeah.
Well, it's just, whoa. What floor is this? 37. So the stone has already been laid on the 37th floor.
Lucky Stone.
See, stone.
That's tile.
That's some sweet ass stone right
Not
there.
tile.
That's
It's
tile.
stone.
And that looks about that looks like it's 18 by 18
Big bathroom.
Well, there's 2 pallets of it in the lobby.
Well, I thought
right now.
Yeah.
That's tile.
Let me see it.
No, it's like an inch thick stone.
Doesn't matter.
What's the difference then?
Tile.
Go look. It's in the lobby right now.
That's tile.
It's stone.
It's stone with some grout.
It's got to be grouted. It's fucking tile.
It's
tile.
stone.
Not a bunch of rocks. I want pebbles in there.
Right? Put fucking like a gravel driveway. You come walking in.
Hey, your high heels, you fall.
Maybe it,
Twist that and roll.
maybe it's slate.
Ah.
Could be slate.
Unless it's all one
fancy
big piece.
slate.
It's tile?
Yeah.
No.
Like stone is like a big granite slab. Something like
They're
that.
big enough.
Why don't you go down there and study it?
Yeah.
From the picture, you can't tell if it's tile, slate, or stone.
It's stone.
I don't have one single piece of a fuck to give about what they put in that lobby.
Exactly. I wish it was a giant fucking hole that they cover with leaves and people stepping.
Well, you should.
Me first.
A booby trap with punji stakes in it.
I think you should give a fuck because it's more money just
Well,
being
that's
thrown
exactly
away.
why.
That's why you really should give a fuck. Because then the next time we ask for a little something, they're like, "Oh God, I don't know where we're gonna find the money for that."
But the logic never works out anyway. Even if we tell them, like, what about that? It's like I've caught them so many times on that logic stuff, and it never matters.
How about just catching them in a million lies?
Absolutely.
You know that Scott Greenstein? I was outside this hallway. I go, "This is what we want to do. We want to." We want that studio. And he goes to me behind us, the famous wall thing, which was going to, how much was it going to cost again?
$500,000.
Yeah, $500,000.
But then I go, okay, I understand you want to put Entertainment Weekly in there, which is going to be just a bust of a channel. We all know it, but good luck to you. I go, how about you just give us this much? And I put my hand like this. I'm like, just give us to here.
Yeah.
Meaning give us another, 5 to 6 feet back. He goes, okay, no problem. He literally told me that.
Problem.
Because he just wants to.
I'll say no.
He just wants to be done with you.
Yeah, everything is in the moment.
So it's easy just to say in the moment, yeah, no problem, and then down the road he could tell you why that's not happening.
Maybe you misunderstood. Maybe he said no problem.
Oh gosh. Knockout game has been going on in my high school since the late '80s.
Yeah, it's an old thing.
Oh yeah.
The knockout game.
They used to do that in
just a game, though. It's okay. Oh, that's right. People are dying.
The old days. I heard about that like years ago. I don't know if they call it the knockout game, but you just walk up to somebody and punch them in the face and knock them out. I mean, that's been forever.
And they're like, teens are going up. Be honest.
Teens, yeah.
It's groups of black teens just going up and smashing people in the head.
They're targeting fucking Jews though, and that's
Jews out and yeah. Good luck there, because them Jews, they will stick together. They will make a to-do about this. Good.
Well, you hope they target the wrong Hasidic who has a fucking machine gun on him because he works in the Diamond District. A lot of those guys are armed. If they work in the Diamond area, they're walking down the street with a lot of money. But those guys are fucking strapped, man.
Oh, yeah.
So you hope that they walk up and try it with one of those guys while another guy's there with a fucking pistol.
Why? So that guy has to go on trial and fucking, be called all kinds of names and shit.
But in this case, it proved it to be accurate. Zimmerman's a boob.
Well, he's a boob, but of course, I still think it was self-defense.
He was served with divorce papers, too.
Keith Robinson had a very funny tweet. Zimmerman only pulls a gun on women and children.
Yeah,
that was really funny.
Oh, very good.
Yeah, he's not a big Zimmerman supporter.
No.
Very good.
Yeah, it's just divorce papers.
Yeah, he makes bail in there. There's his soon-to-be ex-wife lawyer with the divorce papers.
Oh, tired of Anthony being Zimmerman's cheerleader. There, then don't listen. Bounced. Goodbye. Oof. I'm not his cheerleader. I'm just saying one thing doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the other. He could be a complete asshole. I've always said I don't know what he's like, and judging from the news, his personality does seem pretty shitty. I'm not saying that. Just saying it doesn't mess with the facts of a case that was determined to be self-defense. That's all I'm saying. No matter what the fuck he does, doesn't fucking matter what happened with that case in a court with evidence that was presented there.
I think it can shed doubt on a person's story. No matter what, like if you hear a guy who says, I was arrested for beating my wife, and then all this stuff is, people kind of feel like he did beat his wife, but you can't technically prove it because she's a black guy, but she could have hit the doorknob. All right. Yeah. But then he gets in another relationship, and his girlfriend's like, you punched me.
Right.
It does shed some doubt on the first.
It sheds some light on his personality, but if you just look at the facts of the case, he was getting his face beat in, so fuck it. Fuck it. I'm just so tired of it.
Tired of what?
The whole race thing. It's out of control. It's out of fucking control. This is some of the worst fucking relations between the races that we've had since fucking Jim Crow laws. And it's, I don't know what it is. I have my theories.
Oh, no.
That's my theories.
What's your theory?
It's fucking the fact that Obama's president. It gave everybody this attitude. It gave a lot of black people an attitude that, things like the knockout game and fucking welfare and yelling racism because he criticized the president is a fine thing to do. Political correctness has gone one way like crazy. The hypocrisy is insane, and it's fucking.
But people are playing
disgusting.
knockout because we have a black president.
No, the lack of any real fucking discipline, doing anything about it. People are afraid to even talk about it. They shiver when they talk about race. Am I going to say the wrong thing? Oprah comes out and talks about, all the racism that's going on because the president gets criticized, and it's all racism. It's not the fact that he's doing a shitty fuck job as president of the United States.
But people can say, I swear to you, I'm not playing devil's advocate. White people are the problem because white people are the ones who are full of shit and scared.
White people are full of shit. You're right.
Someone could come right out and
Oprah's
just go,
a fucking dumb cunt.
So what? Someone could say to Oprah, that's bullshit.
I'm not blaming white people because Oprah's a fucking idiot.
No. But who cares what she? But I'm saying what she says is not important
because
to me.
now she's got this empowerment. All of a sudden, she's empowered, and what she says is fucking like gospel.
It's been like that for 20 years.
That's ridiculous.
She's had that since 1985 or whatever. She's got whatever she says. She makes books, bestsellers.
When the
everything.
race card comes out, it's fucking infuriating. It's fucking infuriating.
It only means anything if white people listen to it. If white people who don't feel guilty and don't feel like they have something to hide. You know what I mean? It doesn't.
I'm not putting all the blame on white people.
Because white people are the ones making the decisions. I've never had a black boss sit me down. Oh, you know what I mean? I've never heard of black bosses firing. It's always fucking
You're right.
white
You
people.
could blame white people for not reporting accurately the crime stats that involve black people. You could blame them for not reporting the fact that in Chicago and Detroit, murders, black-on-black murders, are running rampant. You can. But that doesn't excuse the fucking behavior in and of itself. It's deplorable.
But the behavior hasn't changed in the last 20 years. Like in shitty...
Yes, it has.
But I mean...
I think it has.
White people are the ones who, when you discuss it, they get uncomfortable and they back up. I never had it's not uncomfortable for blacks to talk about race. It's uncomfortable for white people because there's that whole...
Well, the way blacks talk about race is we can talk about it, you can't. So I'm sick of that whole fucking thing. I'm so fucking sick of it.
But you know how you and I talk about it? No, we talk about it on this show. Like, if everyone just discussed it honestly, maybe without the language, or in real life.
In real life, when you discuss it, we get phone calls. Every time we fucking discuss this, we get phone calls from black guys that are all pissed off that we're even discussing it. So it's fucking disgusting, the place we're at right now as far as race goes.
But if you're able to talk about it and not have guilt and not feel bad, which I don't, and you certainly don't, then there's no... And if everyone was that honest about their own shit, then people wouldn't be getting fired for stuff like that.
But then you get like Brian Gumbel comes out and says something too.
Well, he can say what
he can say what he wants.
Sure,
but I mean, but what
he says isn't outrageous. He's saying he's saying no one should use the word. He's not saying only black people should use the word.
Yeah, that's realistic.
But I don't agree with it. I think
it's not. And white people are not parading around with a song that has fucking use the word nigger fucking 80 times or 120 times in the song.
Hold on a minute. Here we go. We haven't done this yet.
Oh, no.
We haven't done this yet on our show. Jamal, North Carolina.
Hey, what's going on?
Hi, Jamal.
What's up, Jamal?
Oh, no.
Not much. Now, what Anthony's saying, believe it or not, I agree with him.
All right.
Okay.
I know, call me crazy or whatever. The problem is that it's not open
try that.
dialogue. The shit that he be saying, about
The shit that he is saying. If you want to work, say the shit that he is saying, not he be saying.
Okay.
That's not fucking proper English.
Well, shit.
You're not going to get a job, and then when you don't get a job, people go, "Oh, why are black people's unemployment rate twice that of whites?" Perhaps if you go into a job interview and speak like a fucking human being.
Doesn't he agree with you?
Yeah,
I don't give a shit.
This guy's on your side.
No. Had it.
No, let me answer that.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm just about to get off work.
All right.
I make over $140,000 a year.
What?
Nice.
Plus my
Righteous.
my kids in school.
Making a guap.
It is
guap.
That's guap.
Here's the important question.
If you do the right thing.
Are they hiring for when we're out of here? Are they hiring, by the way, for when we're no longer working?
I could use that.
The point of it is,
Yeah.
the point that I'm trying to make, and if you'd like me to speak proper English,
Yes.
but I'm sorry, but the point that I'm trying to make is this.
Mm-hmm.
I did not go to school. I'm self-taught in computers and engineering, etc.
Uh-huh.
If you want something, you have to work for it. And that's what a lot of black people, or even white, or people in general, don't have that drive, and don't, everything's not a scratch ticket and boom, I'm rich, I'm famous, or this, that, the other thing.
I also
Now,
don't
do
like that.
make
That's a
some
cop.
good
What you
points.
just did, you unconsciously just uttered a cop-out fucking thing. Black people don't say, and white people, and white people. There are some things that are indicative to certain races. White and black and fucking Asian and German. And there are differences we have as people. And people don't want to identify that. If there's a negative, that is indicative to one race, everyone has to lump all the other races in and say, well, it happens here too. But no one wants to identify that there's a distinct problem in certain other communities and address it thusly. Instead of addressing it, you go, well, everybody did. And it's like, no.
And I hear you with that. Wait a minute. And I hear you with that. So all white people have a perception, a self-perception about about how black people are. So I could say, hey, all white people.
I'm never saying all, and I never say all black people do this or that. My usual response is there's a disproportionate number is what I usually say, Jamal. I say a disproportionate number, which shows that there is an issue. There's some type of problem when there's a disproportionate number of criminals, of crime, of fucking deplorable violent behavior. These are issues that need to be addressed. The fact that blacks are killing other blacks in numbers that far exceed the national average of people other than blacks is astounding. And the lack of it being addressed by the media and by black leadership is just, how does that happen?
Well, there's a couple of things with that. Now, first off, I agree with that. There's a lot of black-on-black crime and this, that, the other thing. And I take to exception that the quote-unquote black leaders, I'm black, but no one has to lead me about anything. I lead by common sense. So the Jesse Jacksons, the this, that, the other thing, the people with the money handouts, they're just comical to me. All right? So that whole black leader thing, and again, that's the white media who made them, quote-unquote, our leaders, which they don't really talk about.
Yeah, I understand that. I've heard that before. Okay.
Yeah, but they're not talking about real issues. Now, you're right. Blacks are killing blacks, record numbers, this, that. They could blame crack, this, that, the other thing. But the point of it is that it should be talked about. There should be more arrests. We should be disgusted. I'm disgusted.
Yeah.
I'm totally disgusted by the whole thing.
Well, your voice is not being heard then.
No, and by you saying the things that you're saying, I think is only good. Because it should start an honest dialogue. There's nothing. I mean, some things that you say I could disagree with, and this, that, the other thing. But I could disagree. But as an American, I would die for you to say some of the stuff that you say, because it's freedom of speech, and you can't play it both ways. And everyone should be able to have an honest discussion about it.
Exactly.
Hey, you think black people kill everyone or whatever. And I kind of get upset when.
But
people
do you understand how
this, that, the other?
Do you understand how calculated
I don't
people have to be when they do openly and honestly discuss race in this country? How when you watch the news and they do have some type of forum on race, how people are tiptoeing around the issue, how they're afraid. You could absolutely see them consciously choosing every word so that it can't be used out of context.
What people are tiptoeing? The white ones.
Oh, exactly. Yeah, whitey.
A bunch of fucking
some guilty whitey.
A bunch of guilty, because usually when people tiptoe, it's because they have something to hide. If you're they don't mean to, but it's like if you're just being honest and you're not being aggressive or being an asshole, you can always have a discussion and you're not going to get in trouble for it. If you express an opinion that you think language should be, it's because they have something to hide.
Yeah. And that's what they call the pussification of
I'm just not going to sit here and think that Whitey is completely responsible. It's almost as if you're just blowing off the black race as a bunch of children that need to be coddled and protected, and then just blame the parents. I think the black community needs something called responsibility of actions. That just doesn't seem to be out there anymore. There's a multitude of excuses for every fucking deplorable act that I see out there.
All right, Jamal. I'm moving on.
Yeah, we got to move on.
Thank you. Let's say hi to Sean in Massachusetts. Sean.
Hey.
Hey.
I'm just calling Anthony out. He wants to be able to drop the N-bomb without anybody getting mad, but he's getting mad at Jamal for saying we be instead of we are.
That's totally different. I'm saying I wouldn't put it this way. I wouldn't walk into a job interview and start dropping the N-bomb. I'm not saying that people should be able to use horrible words and slurs in every situation. That's ridiculous. And if he's hanging out with his friends and wants to say we be going somewhere or whatever, that's fine and dandy. I'm just saying there is this. I'm saying another problem in the black community, and the reason I think that unemployment is so high has nothing to do with racism. It has something to do with the perception of your potential employee when they cannot speak. This is something that's been addressed by a lot more powerful people than me. Bill Cosby himself has addressed this issue. A lot of black people that are put in high position and praised have said the same things.
And they're educated. It's an education problem. White people.
Yeah, it's an education problem. That's what it is. Throw more money at it. Let's see what happens. Yeah. Meanwhile, I just saw a story yesterday where a school had a giant brawl happen, and the parents are upset because they cut back on the money for security on the school. So they need more security. That's what money should go to. When you allocate money to education, it should go to prison guards, to fucking prison guards in your schools so they're not beating the living shit out of each other. How about that is taken care of by parenting, by parents that educate their kids that when you go to school, you don't treat the cafeteria like a fucking prison yard and you try to learn and make something better of yourself. But no, blame it on the fact that white people aren't paying enough taxes and enough money isn't going to inner city schools. That's such horse shit, too. Enough.
Oh, yeah. You're just looking for the racist shit because you are a racist.
That's what I am. I'm a racist. I hope you're a victim of the knockout game, sir.
I avoid people that are involved in the knockout game.
Oh, you're profiling. That's terrible. What a racist you are. Profiling.
I'm educated.
Oh.
All right. Thanks, Sean. Why are you so fired up today? What's going on with you?
I'm just disgusted with this.
I see it in your eyes. Thing. You're all fired up. What's up?
It's an allergy.
What's going on? What happened?
Nothing. I'm disgusted. Just disgusted with the whole thing. Enough. Yuck. That and the stupid fucking, event that we're supposed to do. It's got me pissed.
Yeah, it took a lot of oxygen out of the room.
Yeah.
Once again, we believed. Stupid us.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people. I've read on Twitter, not a lot of people, believe me, it's just a couple of people. They're like, no, he just talks about race. No, I talk about dick jokes too, and vagina and big tits. But it's a big issue. It's the fucking, as they call it, elephant in the room that is rarely addressed. in an open and honest fashion. But it's always hinted to. I'm not bringing up something that isn't right there in the fucking room. It's not right there. Every day you watch the news and you see it. It's there. I'm not breaking new ground here. I'm not talking about something that isn't being discussed every day and being addressed in some way, whether it's some passive-aggressive way or subdued. But it's out there. I'm just fucking talking about it. But, of course, the second, just like that guy, all of a sudden, racist. Oh, the scarlet letter R these days. Oh, it's terrible to be called that. You're fucking demeaning what a racist is.
Yeah, I talked about this yesterday on the, I did that HuffPost Live.
Oh, I want to play that.
Oh,
actually.
I loved it.
Can you find that?
Oh, but
and
I mean,
you caught shit for it, too.
Did I?
Yeah, I saw. I
didn't even notice.
I lambasted some gentleman.
Oh, I didn't
for
even
like,
notice.
oh, real brave.
Oh, I saw it, yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, it is brave to talk about those things because no more people aren't doing it. And he goes, oh, people don't bash Sharpton? That's not the point, you fucking idiot.
Yeah, the guy was dumb because the point of that was we had it. It was the host was good though. We talked for probably 15 or 20 minutes, and this was just a minute clip they put up. But we were talking about racism and all that stuff, and one of the points was I said people are so scared of being called that, but I have no fear of it because I know I'm not. It's not like, oh no, I have no fear that in an argument or a discussion somebody's going to uncover something in my personality which proves elitism. I have zero fear of that.
Right. Well, here's the clip from yesterday. It's on HuffPost right now.
Yeah, this guy was good.
Happen right now specifically, I mean, you tweeted about Alec Baldwin and MSNBC. What did you think about that?
I have no problem with Alec Baldwin saying cocksucker or faggot or anything in the language. My problem is with MSNBC, and they mete out punishment arbitrarily. I don't care what anybody says. None of it should be, you know, it's like, he said he was sorry, he was angry. We act in this country that we don't understand why Alec Baldwin would say something rude to the vulture paparazzi. Like, that's how backwards we are. They actually harp on the language he used instead of the piggish culture which loves these photos of people's personal lives. Like, it's this great diversionary tactic. Oh my God, he said the F word. That's not the issue. The issue is we live in a place where there's something interesting about 50 photographers standing around watching a guy put his kid in his car, and the rest of us don't see anything wrong with that. So I don't care about Alec Baldwin. My point was, if you're going to punish him and yank his show, what about Al Sharpton? No one has said worse things publicly than Al Sharpton. Does anybody?
Such as?
White interlopers in front of Freddie's Fashion Mart, or this is many years ago when he was those Greek homos. He has said horrendous things. You know, the lie about Tawana Brawley. The guy's been an absolute pig for many, many years, and he gets away with it because everyone's afraid just to tell him exactly what a complete asshole he really is. So MSNBC hires this jackass, and then they're going to hold somebody else to language standards while he's out, you know, having said the things he said. Come on, it's just silly.
Nice.
I close with silly.
Silly. Come on.
Silly's a harsh word.
Silly.
It's a great clip. Great clip.
Thank you, man.
We want to apologize. Someone said something earlier in the broadcast.
Is Alec Baldwin coming back to MSNBC? It's officially done, right? I think.
But he might have been difficult, though. They might be saying, like, he was difficult to be around, too. Like, but I think it's probably that, if anything, you know?
Right.
This is the second one.
Unbelievable.
The MSNBC, fucking fantastic. Yikes!
And someone else called up, like one of the questions, and they're like, "Why, why do you do Fox so much or whatever?" So I didn't mind answering that. And I just, I said Hannity defended us. And I'm like, where are all these liberals? It was Hannity defending this show, and then the guy goes, yeah, but and I said CNN is just as biased.
Yeah, but you're not, and no one's calling you from MSNBC in general.
That's a big part of it, too.
Yeah,
Ask me to go on CNN. I'll be happy to.
I think you'd go on in a second.
Love to.
Yeah.
I did Joy Behar show.
Yeah.
All right, so, all right.
There's a great article, by the way, in the Post by a woman named Jillian K. Melchior, whatever her name is, just in the opinions about a union's low blow to MMA fighters. And it's about the fucking piggish, I keep saying that word, Sheldon Silver, and the Culinary Union, and how they are fighting to keep MMA illegal in New York. The whole thing is absolutely a lie and bullshit. Not her, but it's the only state in the union that it's illegal in. We are an embarrassing fucking state. That Sheldon Silver, I hope he fucking falls down an elevator shaft. I hate that guy.
Aren't they still trying to use the the lie that it's because it's violent.
Oh, it's also the lie is some of them because some fighters have made offensive comments.
Oh, come on.
It's a lie. It's because the Culinary Union, they don't like the fact that the Fertitas have a union in a casino in Vegas, which is non-union, and the Fertitas are willing to allow what they call a secret ballot to see if their workers want to be unionized. A secret ballot. But the Culinary Union says no. I guess what it's called is a card ballot, where they want it to be a public vote. And the reason for that is so they can intimidate people who are not union.
Yeah.
But the Fertitas are all for a secret ballot. Like, go ahead, vote. And if you want it, you can have it.
Yeah.
And they don't.
Wow.
And so the union is so mad that they're using the Culinary Union in New York. You know, of course, because Sheldon Silver is just a fucking whore for them. And they are all, that's why it's not legal in New York. It's all union fucking bullshit. So anyway, great article in the Post today, and I'm happy to see it getting writing. Chris Weidman, the fucking middleweight champ, is from Long Island. He's saying what a disgrace it is. We have a champion from here who can, by the 20th anniversary that was just fought in Vegas, you know how much Dana would have loved to have done that here? You know how much fucking money is being not brought into New York? Our taxes go up. They complain about money, and this is they said about 700,000 people in New York get these pay-per-views. It's fucking disgusting how much money they'd make at Madison Square Garden or on Long Island.
Every time.
Or they'd probably do it in what's Jay-Z's Barclays.
Yeah.
They would do it in Brooklyn too, I'm sure.
Yeah.
It's absolutely disgusting.
Yeah.
So please continue to support that, and just just know that the Culinary Union is behind the whole thing. But again, they don't make it happen. Sheldon Silver, they can only push and they can only pressure.
Yeah.
They don't vote in that assembly. That's Sheldon Silver and those other creeps.
Ridiculous.
Yeah, wow, what a corrupt fucking state we live in.
Totally.
Food's here.
Oh,
take a break.
Nice.
We'll get into the Rob Ford clip of the day next.
There's more, huh?
Oh, God.
Thank you.
And a great little thing from Family Feud.
Family Feud.
And other things.
Thanks.
Yeah. The Opie and Anthony Show. The Opie and Anthony Show.
Joe Walsh, 66. And out of his mind, right?
I loved his new record, Analog Man.
All right.
You loved it.
I heard that. Jimmy and young Sam Roberts interviewed him.
Yeah, interviewed Mr. Walsh.
Yeah.
We couldn't be bothered.
When we bolted out of here early, I guess.
Bolt out of here early.
Yes.
Interviews.
He was great.
Yeah, you can be more polite about it.
What? I heard the interview was good. I'm
not saying it to that. I mean,
I couldn't be bothered with it.
That's the part I was talking about.
Who cares?
Yeah, exactly.
What is Rob Ford doing today?
Chilling.
He's just chilling? Not really. He had another moment yesterday.
Yeah, he did.
Rob Ford was on the Today Show with Matt Lauer.
He loves attention.
Where's the video?
I don't know.
It was video. Matt Lauer went to Toronto.
He went to Toronto.
Yeah.
With his old man beard.
Yeah, that doesn't look good.
Yeah. What's he doing there?
Anyone else watching the Today Show with the beards? Al Roker looks creepy. Matt Lauer looks creepy.
Willie Geist is still handsome as shit, though.
Oh, yeah. Guy must get his cock sucked.
Yeah, he does.
Man.
He was voted sexiest man on the news or something.
He's sexy as hell.
Something like that.
Damn.
Yeah.
He's gonna be a rock star for NBC. They're moving him up fast. But this is what Rob Ford had to say to Matt Lauer. Well, a bit harsh.
Uh-huh.
Bit on the harsh side.
With his brother with him, of course.
But he ain't taking shit from no one, this Rob Ford, the mayor of Toronto. And now he just pals around with his brother, huh?
Well, his brother controls all his interviews now.
Oh, really?
Nice.
I guess his brother's the smart one.
Because his brother's responsible, I see.
Yes.
Wasn't he the one with the
hashish?
The hashish dealer, possibly?
He's the hash dealer guy.
From back in the day. And also, was he the one that was caught with the bottle under his desk?
I don't know.
Or was that Rob Ford's office?
I think that was Rob.
Oh, okay.
He achieved fame by going into city council and demanding that everybody who's ever smoked weed stand up.
Yeah, be counted. These two rule. Here's today's Rob Ford clip. Check it out.
We were sitting down here. You said what happened in city council chambers is unprecedented. It's never happened before. What went on in there?
They basically took away 383,000 people who voted for me their rights.
You have brought disgrace to this office, and you know that's true.
I'm embarrassed, not just myself, my family, my friends, my supporters, the whole city. I take full responsibility for that.
Apparently not.
We've all made mistakes, Matt.
It's the famous taking full responsibility thing that drives me insane because it means nothing.
You don't think he's taking full responsibility?
Well, I guess in this case, full responsibility would mean to just step down.
Just leave, yeah.
That means, holy fuck, I got to take full responsibility here because everyone is really pissed off at me.
The responsible thing to do would be to step down and let the another mayor come in and run the city.
If you're saying I take full responsibility. I don't know what that means when these idiots say it. What does that mean?
Nothing.
They're just acknowledging a wrong, but there's no consequence for acknowledging the wrong?
Yeah.
It's really strange.
I do like that question Matt Lauer asked. I like the way
the disgrace?
He can be really
Matt
good.
Lauer's a very good interviewer.
At times he's great, yeah.
You're a goddamn disgrace!
Taking full responsibility would probably be leaving the office and going to jail.
Or at
that
least,
would be full.
Or at least some kind of rehab situation.
That's the responsible thing.
Right, because we're saying the same points over and over again, but I just don't believe you smoked crack once.
Yeah,
I just don't believe that.
It's not one of those things to be like, oh, I can't believe how drunk I got last night. I smoked a bunch of crack.
Yeah. Right. By the way, Matt Lauer's a dick. He's a good interviewer, but he's just a dick.
You couldn't let the compliment go.
Another phony. Another phony.
You couldn't just let it be. He's a good...
just a dick. And why does Bush look so young now that he's out of office? He was on Leno last night.
I wanted to fly out and meet him, but I guess
he's laughing.
Oh, you were trying to arrange it?
Oh, yeah.
Well, that's cool.
It's hard, though, with the Secret Service, but I would have flown out there and just gone to meet him.
The Secret Service Jimmy would have to deal with.
The Secret Service knows your name now.
Hi, guys.
Who's this Jim Norton? Why does he want to meet the president? Tell him no.
They must have
a busy
limited number of people allowed. I understand.
David Blaine got to do a magic trick for him.
Oh,
Was he out there?
No, not live. I mean, earlier for his special.
That hack?
What's wrong with David Blaine?
You see the stupid quarter trick that was all over the entertainment shows last night?
Did he make it disappear from the ear or something?
It's just he just had a switcheroo. He asked for a quarter, and then he switched the quarter out for his bendy quarter.
Yeah.
And then the broad had to put her initials on the bendy quarter, and then through the power of whatever the fuck they squeezed hard, and then the quarter bent.
The power
it's so
of whatever
hacked.
the fuck.
But was he on his special or was it just on the shows?
I think it might be part of his special. I don't know. He was doing his street magic, which he does pull off.
Yep.
He does more than pull it off. He's the man.
He pulls it off. He's all right with that shit.
I will. All right.
Well, when he does the folding quarter trick, that you know how hacked that fucking trick is, Sam Roberts.
Well, that one
that
sounds
goes way
like
the
it's
fuck
a little,
back.
Yeah.
Look, I will give fucking David Blaine kudos and props, as they say,
That's right.
compared to the ultimate hack that is Criss Angel.
Yeah, that guy sucks.
Criss Angel.
Nope.
It's gotten to the point now where it's like a fake show about a magician. His show.
Right. Oh, you've been watching still?
Oh, yeah, I was watching last night. They had like a fucking a marathon going on.
Yeah.
It's pretty much boiled down to anyone can do this if you have a camcorder and some family and friends. What you do is you gather people around that you obviously know or are paid, or family and friends. You have a camera, and you become proficient in editing. Because that's all that's going on now.
No, it's not.
With Criss Angel. He has people there that go, oh.
And he probably does all those reaction shots separately.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he
You need a
edits.
good
He did something last night I was watching, and of course he's trying to be like socially conscious, and it's this homeless guy, and he's wheeling a shopping cart full of junk.
Right.
And he's got a coat on top, a winter coat.
Right.
And Criss Angel, he pulls up the fucking coat. And he goes, oh, winter coat here. Oh, this looks warm. Maybe you need something a little lighter, though, because it's not that warm out. He walks up to the camera with the coat and blocks the camera with the coat.
Right.
And then comes away and puts the coat over the shopping cart and pulls it away real fast, and it's full of food for the homeless guy.
Yeah, that's magic.
And the homeless guy's going, "Thank you, thank you."
Christ.
And they block out his face and stuff, but it's some black guy. And
of course, the thank you is because someone just wheeled a shopping cart filled with food in front of them.
No, he was an actor.
Oh, they don't even.
That's the point I'm making. They're not even magic anymore.
Hold on. I gotta break this down. So the homeless guy
is an actor,
and you can tell he's an actor.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely.
So why would you do the same trick? Because it's all editing. Where you get the homeless guy and you just wheel a cart of food in front of him, you're going to get the, "Oh, my God, thank you so much." And then you do the fake bullshit magic trick shit, edit it nice, and then you got an obvious homeless guy that reacted
They don't
to that.
put that much
I'll
work
tell you
into
why.
it.
Because a real homeless guy probably doesn't do a good take 2 and 3.
Yeah,
no, you don't need to
true.
take 2 or 3. If you wheel up a cart of brand new food, he doesn't even know he's part of a magic trick. He's just going to freak out that you're giving him food.
But I mean, if you
It's
don't get the camera angle, then the homeless guy, you have to mic him. He smells. He wants to put a mic on a stinky guy.
It's the disappearing.
So this is a Chris Angel type trick, the magic that Who Kid pulled off on his Instagram.
That's pretty amazing with Who Kid. That's more amazing than what David Blaine does, okay?
No, it's not.
And by the way, Sam Roberts,
biggest hack.
I heard your interview with David Blaine. You guys were like 2 minutes away from blowing each other.
He likes me.
I fucking listened.
That's bullshit. He just took the picture later.
Fucking Sam Roberts is all in with David Blaine and his,
Dude,
his
he's
hackery.
the fucking
You're
man.
a quay.
Maybe you can make your awful voice disappear.
Right.
Get you a fucking gig.
You don't need to like David Blaine to make it in this business, Sam Roberts.
I don't like him
with
because
his squishy, foldy quarters.
You don't think when he does close-up street magic that shit is cool?
That's all hand shit.
Yeah, it's good. I'm not saying he's actually
That's where every
a wizard.
magician starts. I could show you a bunch of guys on Long Island that are really good with their fucking the sleight of hand shit.
Is this what they were filming the other day? Why we couldn't go to the bathroom?
Yeah.
No, they're doing a commercial, I think.
This is it.
What is this?
Oh, yeah. I don't know. It's free listening.
Mark Goodman.
Mark Goodman. He's doing a little thing for Sirius. It's being played on Fox News Channel.
What is it? You can listen
all morning.
You can listen to Sirius XM for free as long as the app works. Is that what's happening?
If you have an old radio,
they're turning it back on or
it
something.
works for a couple weeks.
Like ones from the 30s?
Okay.
No, all
Oh, I
Sirius
thought
XM
you meant like
radios.
one of those old ones.
All right. So the homeless guy is a fake homeless guy.
Yes, everyone is fake, by the way.
That shit when
everyone on that show is fake and an actor.
Why can't they figure that stuff out for movies and TV shows in Hollywood?
Right.
When they have a homeless guy, it's so obvious.
Yeah. It is so obvious.
Oh, it's just our friend Ricky Gervais being impressed by David Blaine, that's all.
Well, Ricky Gervais is a fucking media whore, okay?
Hey, I'll give
He'll
it
do
to
anything.
I'll give it to
I love Ricky Gervais.
David
That
Blaine.
was just a quick fucking try to joke.
His big stunts suck. David Blaine's big stunts, they stink.
No, they don't.
But his magic, his up close magic and shit is very cool.
And he took ownership for the fact that the upside down thing was a total disaster.
Oh, he did.
He said it.
Yeah.
Oh, you asked him?
Yeah.
Oh, you did ask him a tough question in between blowing him.
Oh, man.
I didn't blow him.
You love David Blaine,
He's
sir.
the fucking man, but I asked him good questions.
Don't make me pull clips.
I didn't blow him. No, I didn't blow him. I didn't blow him.
I didn't do that, Opie.
No.
But the trip is going to be good because we're going to stop off in Ohio, and then we're going to go get gas.
What a collection of tards.
In the middle of a discussion about anything else.
Pops in with nothing.
Who's worse, David Blaine or Chris Angel?
Chris Angel,
Oh, God, Chris
1
Angel.
billion%.
That magic.
Chris Angel is the worst magician I've ever seen.
I think at this point...
Worst?
The worst!
Worse than like a birthday party magician.
Yes! He's horrible. Horrible.
At this point, I just want to see Penn and Teller.
Yeah,
I'm not a magic guy anymore.
fucking
I can't
honest.
stand the shitty tricks that he wore.
But
with the bad
he doesn't
TV
even
editing.
care. He doesn't even care. And then I realized maybe Chris Angel was never good.
Can we see a Chris Angel trick?
Find a Chris Angel trick.
One we
from,
haven't done in a while.
From
this show.
Believe.
Fuck yeah.
I like what you do with your hands when you say that.
You got to
Yes.
believe. It's very mysterious.
Hold on a minute. Let me say hi to Eric in New York. Eric, go ahead.
Love you, love your show.
Yeah, of course. Well,
He's
get in
gonna-
line.
Are you a magician? Yes, you are. It says that. Okay, and you're gonna explain the squishy foldy quarter bullshit.
I'm not explaining it because I do it, but he doesn't switch the corner. I'm sure he could look online and figure out how he does it, but he does not switch the quarter.
Why don't you just explain it?
Nobody's.
What do you mean he doesn't switch the quarter? Like, if he's getting the quarter from the person, you can't fold the quarter. Everyone knows that.
They sign the quarter before he gives it to them, and he doesn't switch it. I mean, I'm not lying. I'm telling you, he doesn't switch it.
Wait, he gives the quarter to them?
He borrows the quarter, they sign it before he touches it, and then he bends it.
It's through heat, obviously.
I'm not saying it's real magic, but he doesn't switch it.
How does he bend it? I'm guessing through heat.
Dude, see, you're just a guy. Where do you perform? David Blaine is getting credit for the same trick you do. That's what I'm trying to tell Sam. This is a hack fucking trick that a million guys have done.
That's one trick on the special.
Agreed. He does do some things that other people don't do, but he does do a lot of tricks that a lot of guys, a lot of good
See,
musicians do.
a lot of hacky fucking tricks.
You know who bends fucking steel? My friend Stainless Steel.
Stainless steel.
Don't forget
Stanley.
Superman, too. Superman can do that shit.
Stanley bends metal.
That's true.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
The metal
Honestly,
bender.
he does that,
Why
too.
won't that guy give away the trick? Who gives a
silly.
fuck?
I don't know. He's doing a birthday party this weekend.
He's a magician.
Yeah.
He's magic.
So what? David Blaine already has the
code.
The fake quarter, then.
It's not a fake quarter. He puts magic in the quarter.
Yes, he does.
Oh, right,
Jesus,
okay.
go-
Fuck yeah, Sam.
Thanks,
Go
Chad.
lick
right.
David Blaine's ass.
Wizardry.
David Blaine and I have started a nice relationship together.
good
You
for
can be
you.
jealous all you want, but he's a great guy.
Mo,
he is.
Mo for each other?
I mean, I would.
Mo? Yeah. Quay.
Handsome dude.
It's magic.
No, it would be a great trick if he stops breathing.
Wow.
Why do you want David Blaine dead?
Because he's done everything else.
Yeah.
How cool would that be?
He tried that.
He's done the water thing. He's done the fucking upside down thing.
Me and Voss went to one back where we live when he first, before that was.
We explained it. That's an old morning zoo trick.
He laid under the thing.
In the tomb,
Me and
right?
Voss didn't know.
What was he? He was just in a glass box, right? Laying there.
You know what trick I'd like to see him do? I'd like to see him give Sam alopecia.
Oh.
Watch his big clumpy hair fall out
Oh, my God.
That would fucking rule.
on half his head.
Because you kissed his ass a little too much.
Yeah, and your eyebrows fall out.
I understand you don't want to be haters like us, but
There
somewhere
was
in
nothing
between
to
would
be
be
mean.
nice.
Why would I be mean to him?
I'm pulling clips.
Pull clips.
Oh,
I asked him good
David
questions.
Blaine, oh my God.
I asked good questions. I asked about
You're a
Chris Angel.
genius.
I
Yeah,
didn't
what did he
he's
say
a
about
genius.
Chris Angel? Did he say, oh, he's good, he does his thing?
He said he likes to. There's enough room
For everybody?
For a complete fucking hack like Chris
Yeah.
Angel?
If I had been there, been like Chris Angel, when you walked across the water, that was amazing. That would be a shitty thing
God.
to do.
It's so obvious. Here's
David
something
Blaine's the man.
from Believe.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Where he levitates Shaq. Shaquille O'Neal is there.
But he's got all these people around him.
Yeah, to prove that it happens. The reaction from these bad actors, it's a dead giveaway that they're in on everything.
No, and if you're not. And if you're doing a web, if you're doing like a web series, you're gonna get some bad actors because you don't have a lot of money.
Right.
But someone like Chris Angel could afford better actors to pull this shit off for him.
Terrible.
He levitates I remember Shaq Attack. He levitates them.
Oh, Shaq Attack.
Yes, I remember Shaq Attack.
He's the genie from fucking
Kazam.
Kazam. That's what it was.
This is
Kazam.
fucking- this
he
is
levitated
evil.
himself like on a flying carpet or something.
Watch this.
Pulling me out for years in the press to levitate him.
Levitate
So I'll
me.
do it if you want to see it right now.
He called you out in the press for years, did he?
Why is that old white lady playing basketball?
You have to agree to this.
Oh, all right, I'll do it.
Let's do it. All
Well,
right,
he's
so what I
there,
want you to
so
do
of
is come
course
over
he
here, man.
agreed to it
I want
already.
you to lay down, relax.
Fuck.
Chill out. Lay out
Horrible
your head over
version
here.
of the fucking.
He doesn't want us to see.
This is the official version. It's on his website.
What? It's a mess.
All right, go back.
Hold on, he's probably levitating Shaq. See? He's
Oh my
floating.
God! How fake is that?
That's fucking magic.
Look at the people pointing and go, oh!
That's Carrot Top.
He's floating in midair. That's magic.
He's not floating.
Yes, he
in the
is.
air.
Look at that, you piece of garbage. He's magic.
Flavor Flav.
Flavor Flav is as stupid as a rock, so.
You think it'd be easy to pull the wool over Flavor Flav's eyes?
They might have wanted to get someone a little more impressive. By the way, the Shaq balloon, because it's obvious a Shaq balloon. It started moving like a balloon. They didn't even edit that part out.
Shaq balloon.
That's what it is. I didn't realize what that was.
Of course it's a Shaq balloon.
You're not even saying that's Shaq himself.
No.
It is Shaq. He's floating.
And look, they have so much glare from the sun on that shot.
You could tell that it's a Shaq balloon.
His face isn't moving. It's a fake Shaq.
No, it's not. That's Shaquille O'Neal. He's floating, you piece of garbage.
Now they just have him laying on the ground. And look at all the people. They're like, wow. But they saw the whole fucking
He floated him over the house.
Bullshit.
I just seen it.
He did not chip. You're an idiot.
Yes. Flavor Flavs is there.
How in the world did Chris Angel get Shaq off the ground?
Well, that's a little tough for you, sir. Maybe start with your ABCs.
Flew him right over the house. So
you can fly babies over house?
Yeah.
Sure. Right into your window.
Best illusionist in the world.
Chris, you're amazing.
Fuck yeah.
That's the most amazing thing I ever saw.
Oh my God, these guys have to fucking do that for Chris Angel.
I'm gonna ask Chris, can I be next?
Shaq, everybody! You're right, you're all the way up there.
Look, they're talking to each other in the background like, oh, did you see that? It's all fake.
What better way to celebrate than with my friends and family all here to witness my attempt to levitate Shaq?
That's right.
Shaq balloon.
It's obviously a Shaq balloon.
Shaq balloon.
Somebody's got a remote control.
Well, go back to it. He's got a long shirt on that doesn't fucking move.
That's bullshit. Shaquille was floating.
You know that's what it was?
No, I didn't know it was Shaq balloon.
It's such a Shaq balloon. You could tell.
They don't show his face.
You're going to be able to tell in a second here because
the sun is glimmering, so you can't get a good look at it.
But he used a shot where he blows it because it starts moving like a balloon. It's coming up right here. See, he can't even pick. He can't even pick the right shots in post to make it look believable.
Or is it a green screen?
No,
that's a Shaq balloon. You can tell when it's coming back down.
You're right.
That's why he's not. That's why they were like, we have to make you unconscious for this because you're not going to be moving.
Yeah,
because it's a
right
Shaq
there,
balloon.
you can tell it's a Shaq balloon as well.
And everyone else there knows it's Shaq balloon.
Right.
Except Flavor Flav. Flav's tricked.
And then the old, as old as when, and now he's on the ground and it's Shaq again. That's like when the Three Stooges would fall off a building and the dummies would hit the fucking ground and then they'd be like, oh, and shake their head.
Yeah, do it in one take with one camera.
Yeah. No, he didn't.
Yes, he did. I've seen it.
Chris Angel is horrible.
He's
Shaq
magic.
balloon. He's got he's got a huge oversized T-shirt on. It's not moving at all while he's in the air.
He's floating.
So bad.
David Blaine kicks his ass.
It's real.
Yes.
No, it's not.
I think the Shaq balloon actually though is clever. I'll give him that much. But I think we've said it in the past. His presentation stinks.
Yeah.
It's clever to come up with the Shaq balloon.
Shaq balloon.
But there's a better way to do it.
I bet it's behind the house. It's not in front of people if he's got to do it. And Shaq goes back there, and then Shaq balloon comes above the roof.
And why wouldn't you have Shaq balloon just keep going? Really fuck people up.
It's like, we lost Shaq balloon.
Oh, no, Shaq, come back.
Just a speck in the sky way up there.
That'd be hilarious.
Oh, that would be good.
And then you find Shaq deflated in a river somewhere.
Ask, it's...
yeah, they find a deflated Shaq miles away.
Stuck in tree
tree
branches.
On some power line, just in the breeze.
I'm a huge fan of Shaq balloon.
I want Shaq balloon.
I'm going to get Shaq balloon for my kid's next birthday party.
What happens if Shaq balloon had hit power cords while they were filming? He just got
horrified
people. Nana would have sang about it. In 1990, Shaq balloon. That would be a good one.
Oh, God. Hey, does Penn stay up late? Let's call Penn and see if he'll explain Shaq balloon for us.
Oh, that's
because then you get a little fishing wire or something, and you get some balloon operators, right?
Yeah. It's just hard.
But they blew it with the one shot because you see the balloon kind of go, oh.
It did the wobble.
The balloon wobble.
Little wobble.
But his big, flowing shirt didn't move at all through the whole thing.
Terrible. He's the worst.
I bet Penn's got respect for David Blaine, though.
Hell no.
David Blaine's a fucking man.
Penn understands this shit.
Chris Angel is a piece of garbage.
He's a piece
You're a
of
piece
shit.
of garbage.
Here we go.
He's magic.
You might want to leave the room, Sam, because we're gonna fucking blow up your pal there. Go ahead, Cullen. Give Sam some reality right now.
All right.
Go ahead, Cullen.
All right.
Colin, whatever the fuck.
Hey, how you doing?
What's your name?
Colin.
All right. So what did I do wrong?
Cullen.
We met. No, who is this? Chris Angel or David Blair? I didn't even know there's anyone in the studio.
Holy shit.
It's Chris Angel.
Chris Angel's in studio. What's up?
No, we met you down in New Orleans. You were doing tricks with quarters.
Tricks with quarters. Yes, sure.
Which one did you like?
He's gone.
Well, I'm glad I got my dose of reality from that dude.
He was going to say that there's a whole crowd around, and I think it was David Blaine. And
Yeah.
David Blaine pushed this particular crowd out to bring in his own crowd.
His own crowd.
But obviously this guy's a fucking idiot who can't work a phone.
He
so.
could be as bad a caller as Chris Angel is a magician.
I think so.
Yes.
I think so.
Oh, I love Shaq Balloon, though. I'm a
Shaq
huge
Balloon
fan.
is great. We should.
And then you get a dummy like Flavor Flav. He'll play the part nice for you.
Yeah, because they're all in on it. They're all in on it.
But Flav, you could probably say, Flav, look at that bush. Look at that bush, Flav.
Oh, damn, look at that.
But while he's looking at the bush, they're switching out Shaq and the
and he's
balloon.
like, Shaq's floating.
Just show him shiny shit.
Yeah.
And you got Flavor
look at
Flav.
Shaq. Like, Flav really believes the trick, and he was there.
Yeah.
He wasn't acting.
Yeah, okay.
But there was a marathon on last night, and I just kept going back to it if I was around the channels.
They were trying to compete with the David Blaine special by putting on a Believe marathon?
Yes.
It
was
killed
so
it.
bad.
No, I'm sure
it was like the Super Bowl.
Everyone in the crowds that he has around him for every dumb trick he does is in on the fucking gag. It's obvious. I mean, I could understand maybe doing one of those.
Are they
every so often? But it's every trick
all
he
of
does.
them. You should study the crowd and see if it's the
same people show up.
They probably throw sunglasses on them and change them around a little bit.
He did another trick last night where he had this short woman, and a tall guy, and they were standing like in a kind of a field, a park, and they had blankets, and they signed their own arms. So she signs her arm, and he signs his own arm, and they covered themselves with the blankets, and then David Blaine pulls the blankets off, and they were switched.
Chris Angel or David Blaine?
Chris Angel.
Okay, Chris Angel.
Chris Angel pulled the blankets off, and the
beat
woman
them with soap?
was standing. Yes, they should have. Ow! 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 And they switched position, but on the guy's arm now was the woman's signature.
Whoa, that's
and the
crazy.
And it was all a camera cut, and it was all inside a crowd that he was using.
We're calling him out on his presentation. I hope people understand that.
Oh, I know it's not real magic,
right?
But his illusion isn't an illusion.
His presentation's very lazy.
Yeah, and
it's a camera trick.
That's all it is. Like, anybody could do it.
You could do a camera trick. It's a special effect. I'm not sitting there wondering if when I watch Jurassic Park that they got real dinosaurs.
And why do they always have to cover their shit up for the magic to work?
Yeah.
That's a good point.
Cover that up.
Just call him out. Go, all right, if you're a magician, now do it without the fucking big huge blanket.
Yeah, there's got to be like some suspension of disbelief. And not for 1 second did anybody believe Shaq Balloon.
No one believes
We
Shaq.
floated over the house.
No, Chip.
I fucking seen it.
I think the trick itself is pretty smart, doing Shaq Balloon.
Shaq Balloon.
But there had to be a better way to pull it off.
It's obvious you need the audience in on it, though.
Yeah, when you got to have Shaq leave the frame and then replace him with a balloon.
Right.
What
Your trick
other,
is
how awkward is that when that Chris Angel walks in with the Shaq balloon
I know,
to start his
holding it,
illusion?
Blowing it up.
Right. Blowing it up behind the house. That has to awkwardly come out with it.
He's red-faced.
And then he has to talk to the crowd. Okay, so now where we're at in the trick is,
all right.
Shaq obviously is now in the house chilling out. And now we have Shaq Shaq balloon.
This is going to look great on TV.
Just be amazed by the Shaq balloon. Could you do that, people? Just be amazed.
It's got that Jersey thing going
No,
on.
it's Long Island first.
Long
of all.
Island.
Oh, is it?
Same thing.
It's a Long Island / speech impediment thing happening.
Now, I'm going to
That's
pull
a
out
horrible
Shaq
combination.
balloon, and it's going to float over the house. I want everyone to go suffer and succotash.
Guys, I need you to bear with me for one more second.
Bear with me.
Can we see Shaq balloon take off again?
Guys, the Shaq balloon popped.
You want to see Shaq balloon again?
Just because now that we all are in,
Let's watch him take off.
I just want to see where Shaq balloon takes
I
off.
want to see Shaq balloon take off too.
Oh, this is the commercial for Shaq balloon.
It's the world of magic. But if I could do anything greater than that, that would be something to see. I've known Shaq for us. He said, I want Criss Angel to make me float. I challenge Criss.
Makes them
dealt
float.
with. So we're going to put that together
Shaq
and
float, you
see,
start with chocolate
is
ice
this
cream.
something that we can really bring to life.
Shaq, relax.
Why did everyone have to rub their hands together?
It's magic, Opie. Yay.
Levitate Shaq. Just one of the 11 epic illusions in
That's a different crowd.
Yes, there were kids there.
Right.
That was take one.
Oh,
Yeah.
Christ, he is the worst.
That was a
Kids
good
popped the
crowd.
Shaq balloon.
I was tugging my willy while everybody
why?
clapped.
Levitate the head of my penis.
Yeah, levitate my jizz in your hiney.
Because children love balloons.
Yeah, yeah.
That's why he brought the children in.
They're like, look, kids, a Shaq balloon. They're like, ah, and they just use
Wait,
that reaction.
Is there any shots really of the balloon and the crowd together? Is it possible that those were shot separately?
Maybe.
No, possibly. That's why I want to see Shaq balloon take off again.
Shaq has been calling me out for years.
Has he?
For years.
Okay,
For
now
years.
there's Shaq's on the ground.
Body just like this.
Go
Shaq,
full
relax.
screen.
Relax, relax.
All right, so
Where's
now
the
everyone
kids?
is touching
Everyone's around Shaq.
touching Shaq to give him some.
Where's the kids?
There aren't kids.
Believe it can
It's a different
happen, and it will
crowd.
happen. Start to lift up now.
All right, now that's Shaq balloon. Yeah, now that's Shaq balloon.
Don't release your hand yet.
Yeah, because he
See, the
can't.
guy on the left can't help himself.
guy?
He knows it's Shaq balloon.
The guy in the black t-shirt?
Yeah. Why would you look amazed at all? Pause. We are going to break this down.
Oh, do
Why
I
wouldn't
love-
you, as Criss Angel and his production staff, go, all right, if that guy is fucking laughing
Let's
at
do
Shaq
it again.
balloon.
Let me
so
see
we
him
got
laugh.
we
Which
got to
guy?
get rid of that guy.
See, if you look,
it's subtle, but it's the guy on the left.
the guy
all the way
on the
on the
way,
left.
the guy all the way on the right is doing a really bad acting job of looking too surprised.
Yeah, he's very
And
surprised.
then the guy on the left couldn't look less surprised. Like, of course, Shaq balloon is raising.
because he realizes as they're doing it how ridiculous this is, and he can't help himself. It's
Look at him laughing.
He's laughing. See, if Shaq
oh my
was
God, he's laughing.
if Shaq was levitating, and obviously you want to make this believable for the audience, you wouldn't have a guy laughing. You'd
be
have
amazed.
guys like, "What the fuck?"
And why is Carrot Top involved in this?
Fat Carrot Top.
I guess they're no. That's actual.
That's
Carrot
really
Top.
Carrot Top.
Oh, they got Carrot Top.
Yeah.
He's just his boy, I guess, because they hang out in Vegas.
I guess they give, it's quid pro quo.
Why does he have a frumpy butt? I thought he's a workout guy.
He is. That's why he's got his Carrot Crew T-shirt on.
Carrot Crew.
Carrot Crew. Ugh.
And to see Shaq balloon float.
Well,
Let's see
go back to Laughing Guy though. You would have to get rid of Laughing Guy. And look at this fucking idiot with the chain wallet thing.
Yeah.
Whoa. Oh, look at he's overdoing it. Whoa.
And Criss Angel had to tell him beforehand, look, raise it all at the same time. You got to keep Shaq balloon level, or people will know that he's a balloon.
No, Shaq balloon has helium in it.
Yeah, yeah.
So they don't even have to do anything.
But that's just it. Like
they all have to just kind of.
If one guy raises too quickly, Shaq balloon's feet would go up.
Well, let's see if they fucked that up too.
Yeah.
You think Chris was looking at this like, is this the best take? Is this the best take we have?
Where's the kids?
They
were in the commercial.
They weren't really there.
That was a different take.
He made them disappear.
You know
it's
why?
more magic.
I bet you because they tried it with the kids and they couldn't get the right reaction. So like, all right, we gotta
It's
get
a balloon.
Yeah, right.
I want Shaq balloon.
Right. All right, go back to Shaq balloon.
All right.
Get ready to pause it though.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
All right,
here we go.
So then you got Laughing Guy on the left. He's like, this is so stupid.
Who's breathing
he's
heavy?
That's Criss Angel breathing.
Release your hands.
All right, now they cut.
Why did they cut the flaving carrot top?
Because
now-
the balloon wasn't stable. You could see
Yeah.
that it was moving to the left too much.
And now you need
So they went for the cut.
the strings or whatever the fuck is controlling Shaq balloon.
Right.
I bet there's some kind of remote control on it.
You
like
think
a-
it's remote control Shaq balloon?
like one of those remote control blimps?
Dude, that would rule.
That's
But
a
then
possibility.
There'd be
Yeah.
Shaq balloon propellers.
But you never see his head, so he probably has a propeller
on his head.
On his head.
Probably. He's wearing one of those old beanies.
Right. Yeah. Because you never really see Shaq's head.
No.
Not completely.
And they use a lot of sun glare and lens flare stuff.
Which is smart. They shot it into the sun, which is...
Yes.
Everyone knows you don't do that.
You don't do that.
So he could obviously filmed, Shaq, quote...
Hiding Shaq below.
Levitating from the other angle.
Look at the guy on the left is so amazed he's making Bowser face.
Look right there in the background. It gives it away. You can see there's a little truck on the side. It says balloon truck.
I'll bet they didn't let Flavor Flav in on it. They just kept him away from the crowd.
Oh yeah.
And
they
so
knew
they could get something from him.
He actually is amazed.
That's fucking dope.
All right, let's watch Shaq balloon float.
How does he remember to breathe?
It's a big
Chris
record release
Angel.
party. He's going.
Chris Angel's right under Shaq balloon now.
All right, let's go. But they don't stay on. They don't stay on it long enough for you to. You saw the waving of the legs there, right?
Yes.
And then it's into the sun.
And now Shaq balloon is blowing away.
Come with me, everybody.
Over the house.
All the way up there.
Then again, hold on a second.
No, see, that's where you can totally tell it's a balloon.
Wobbled.
He wobbles because he's too close to the roof. Now, he's going on the other side of the house.
Yeah.
So maybe, by the time all the people get there, they're able to do the switcheroo to have the Shaq.
Something about, can you go back a little bit? It looks like his ass is almost flat on that one, like he's sitting on
Because
something.
it's hard to make a Shaq balloon. You can't make it perfect.
No,
They
it
didn't
almost,
inflate the ass enough.
it almost looks like he's laying on something. That's
like a green screen?
Yeah,
thing?
that's why
I'm going Shaq balloon all the way.
Do you see
I see what you're saying here.
Yeah, it looks really
that's
like he's
Shaq
laying on
balloon.
something.
But you know what they probably did?
That's Shaq balloon.
That's probably real pants, and they affixed it to Shaq balloon.
What do you mean?
Maybe.
What is it?
Like they taped it.
They
Or,
dressed Shaq balloon.
Yeah, you have to dress Shaq balloon. So
Shaq balloon doesn't have an ass.
So Shaq has to come there with two sets of clothing.
Yeah.
and the ass is probably like Velcroed to the balloon.
Right.
Oh, okay, maybe that's it.
Yeah, because
Yeah.
Shaq balloon is just a shell, and then you got to dress Shaq balloon.
Yeah. Hello, Chris. It's Shaq. What's Shaq balloon wearing? I gotta wear the same thing as Shaq balloon. Now, I got my Nikes. What kind of jeans? Are them Levi's? What's the sweater Shaq balloon wearing today?
We got someone that's going to explain.
Shaq balloon?
Yes. Go ahead, sir.
No, you guys were cold.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, my God.
All right, you going to explain it, Bobo?
Explain Shaq balloon, Bobo.
You guys woke me up.
What?
How did we wake you up?
We're on the radio.
We're on the radio doing our show.
Yeah, I know that, but I gotta.
Shaq, how does Shaq balloon work?
Yeah.
Contribute. How does Shaq balloon work?
Right, we're in the middle of talking about Shaq balloons. So what do you got?
All I know is it's a giant balloon. Looks like something that they use in a parade, and it's
Oh, it's like freaking like Snoopy balloon.
They have like an army of people with the strings below Shaq balloon.
Fucking pulling Shaq along,
walking him around.
The Cat in the Hat is right behind him, floating.
Yeah, hit some fucking lamppost and knock a lady out.
Oh shit!
What's Chris Angel's Twitter?
Hack.
I want to ask him if Shaq balloon's going to be in the Macy's Day Parade this year.
That is a good one.
The Thanksgiving Day Parade. Yeah. All right, I guess you have nothing, Bobo. That's a surprise. Usually you're pretty good.
Yeah, you guys just woke me up.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We're on the radio.
We're doing a show.
99 Shaq balloons.
Shaq balloons.
What's his Twitter?
Chris Angel, CRISS.
CRISS?
Yeah, just kind of a little more magic, a little more crazy.
ANGEL. That's it?
I love him.
You love Chris Angel?
Yes, I do.
All right, let's go back to Shaq balloon. So now we're at the house, top of the house.
Going over the top of the house.
And they fucked it up. They should have got rid of that shot or did it again because you totally see the balloon.
It wavers a little.
And the flat ass.
And the flat ass because, you got Shaq's jeans that you had a Velcro onto the Shaq balloon.
Right.
Because the balloon people are going to be like, look, we can make something that looks like him, but then you're going to have to dress it.
Yeah. It's wobbling. Like, it was going back and forth like a teeter-totter.
Right. Then he goes on the other side of the house.
Look at his feet are going like wah, wah, wah.
And the crowd is the sound is just edited in.
It's fake.
Yeah, man.
Oh, the people are amazed. Now Shaq Balloon's coming back down.
Well, he could have had another group of people that just see Shaq Balloon, levitating above the house.
It's
Look
fake.
at his face not moving.
The second you have Shaq Balloon in front of all those people, you know they're all in on it.
Yeah.
Because it's Shaq Balloon.
All you have to do is study the crowd. They all look like Criss Angel because they're like aunts, uncles, nephews, nieces.
Yeah. Shaq Balloon.
All right, let's.
Like, if Shaq Balloon was, if Shaq was flying around the Las Vegas skies, probably would have made a news broadcast.
You'd think.
Well, we're not going to question that's an illusion. It's just, once again, the presentation that
would have been
stinks.
A UFN report.
Oh, that was brilliant.
He wouldn't have been unidentified.
No, maybe not. Oh, he's back down now. Yeah, Shaq.
I had the craziest dream. I was a balloon.
Could you do me a favor? Could you do me a favor?
Hear gunshots?
Could you back it up to the point where Shaq Balloon was hovering?
I love that we're just saying Shaq Balloon.
Was hovering just about at the garage door height? Because I just have to see something very quickly. I want to confirm something.
Okay.
All right.
Something new?
Yeah.
Nice.
Let me see. Go.
I still think green screen, but
no way. Shaq Balloon all the way.
His feet look a little weird against the blue sky there, but I'm just saying.
Okay.
I know it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
But doesn't he have tattoos?
It is hard to. I would. You know what I would do? I would freeze that shot, put it in Photoshop, and boost some of the fucking levels on it.
I think it's a green screen.
I'll tell you why it's not a green screen. Because his body doesn't move an inch.
Yeah.
And if they were using a green screen, hopefully smart enough to say, hey, Shaq, you need to move just slightly so it looks like it's a real body.
Something.
Yeah, but it might be
It
harder.
is as stiff as possible.
Here's why they might have kept him still. Because it's harder on the green screen. The stiller he is, the easier it is to make a convincing move. Yeah, something tells me that it's just a green screen. That seems like a more controllable thing.
Don't blow up our party. It's a
I don't
Shaq
know.
Balloon.
I think it's Shaq Balloon.
It's Shaq Balloon. The wavering over the roof has me convinced.
And the Velcro ass.
And the
Velcro ass is him laying on.
All right, but Ann
glass.
wants to see something.
All
What are you
right,
looking at?
I was looking at his beard. And he does indeed have the beard there. It looked like at one shot Shaq Balloon didn't have a beard.
All right, let's see.
But they put a beard on Shaq.
You wouldn't make
Shaq
that
Balloon
mistake.
has a beard.
Yeah, you're not
Shaq
going to make
Balloon's
that
got a
mistake.
No. And it's just very quickly cut.
See, that's the other thing. Hold on. Because a balloon is not going to stay steady enough, so they're just finding quick seconds where the balloon is steady. Because just when you want to see more of it, they always cut away, which goes against producing something.
And they won't show him hitting the ground.
No,
because
it's
the balloon
a
would bounce off.
It would go boom, 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 boom.
It's so a balloon.
When they go back to his shot, his shoulders are up, and he just puts his shoulders and head back.
Here comes Shaquille O'Neal coming into Lakehurst, New Jersey. What a lovely day to bring Shaq in. Shaq is now, they've thrown down the control cables. People are getting it up. The big boom is out there to get the... Oh, no, Shaq's exploded. Oh, no. Get out of the way, get out of the way. Oh, the humanity.
We got a guy that's going to explain the trick.
Oh. Shaq Balloon?
I hope so.
Yeah.
Are you going to explain Shaq Balloon, Lou?
Shaq Balloon.
Hey guys, how you doing? Yeah, I'm an amateur magician. I've actually done a similar trick like this before. And actually,
fucking amateur.
Yeah, let me make you feel at home. Ta-da!
Presto.
You'll roll it, need it.
Abracadabra. Oh.
Go ahead.
Sorry guys, you guys are embarrassing me.
Oh.
It's just black people float, and that's why the trick works so well.
Oh, right.
I can't. What'd you say, dude? Your phone crapped out.
Yeah, he's gone.
Okay.
Oh. Nice. He's trying to be. Coke floats in Iraq's cup.
True.
That floats. Fucking Shaq Balloon.
Fucking Shaq balloon.
No, I
Let's
want
come
one.
down to this.
Yeah, I want a Shaq. We should get a Shaq balloon for the studio.
Yeah.
Let's get a Jim Norton balloon.
I would love that. So would everyone. They would just touch
So,
it.
who makes these fucking things?
I guess Chris Angel.
Chris Angel.
And Carrot Top.
Yeah.
Carrot Top helps him with his props.
Yeah, that's probably why Carrot Top's there. He's like, hey, man, I know a balloon guy, but would you mind? I would like to be part
So
of
do
the
you
illusion.
think that it was Chris Angel balloon when he levitated above the Luxor?
Yeah.
Was that Chris Angel balloon? Is all of his levitation tricks now people balloons?
Wait, let's go to that one.
Go to Chris Angel levitating above the Luxor.
You know a lot about this Chris Angel guy.
Wait, do you think it's a combination then of maybe a balloon and green screen? Maybe at one point they couldn't do the balloon, so they used green screen. No.
I'm going strictly with balloon.
I'll bet Carrot Top had a joke about Shaq balloon.
Right.
And the joke didn't work, and he was like, "Hey, Chris Angel,
You
I
want
got
my
this,
Shaq
I got
balloon?"
this Shaq balloon.
I think you could do something with it.
Maybe you could do something
That's
with it.
pretty funny.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, they got the Shaq balloon from Ted's Celebrity Balloon Emporium. I didn't know that. Thank you, Ardent PA.
Now, there is Chris Angel high above the Luxor, but his arms are...
And look at the light, the way the light's all fucking
Oh,
wild.
he's on a wire.
Well,
he's standing
It's
on
hard to tell
something.
because, they made sure. Oh, yeah, he's moving his arms.
His
and
arms are
stuff.
moving like he's flying, but, I mean, obviously he's on some kind of cables.
With a helicopter. And you see more people laughing.
Yeah,
by the way.
stupid this is.
There's a and then they cut him off.
I'd be scared.
There's a helicopter.
Right. That's filming the thing.
That's probably the...
Or how many bugs must be around that light?
Oh, yeah.
Like Moth Central.
He's not moving up and down, and his feet are staying in the...
Hold on.
Hey, what's that?
Looking out over this strip is the culmination of a lifetime's dream that's come to fruition.
He's probably just on a plexiglass platform.
You can see he's standing on something, right?
Yeah. Because why isn't he moving his legs? He's only moving his arms.
Yeah, he's just
If
on
you're
a small-
floating, you don't give a fuck. You would move your legs around.
And that's where there's that light beam coming from the thing, so you can't see that there's
There's
a
always that light
plexiglass
beam.
hole.
That's always there.
No, that's why I picked this spot.
But how do
too.
you think he got stood up on that, though?
Well, that's his, that's his illusion.
Yeah, and he's probably got a mechanism
the
that goes
cables,
up.
The cables probably go up through his pant legs, through a harness, out his shoulders.
Yeah.
So he's standing
Basically,
on
so
something.
he's being braced, and it
Yeah.
probably raises up from the top of the hotel.
Right.
But why would no one see that and go, hey?
They do.
They
a
do.
lot of times they do. And there's a lot of times, you know what else he uses? I heard when it's a real audience and not a plant. They do things when the crowd is around, like, all right, ladies and gentlemen, check this out before Chris Angel comes out. And then they'll like do a fireworks display. And they'll get people looking, going like, oh,
Right.
or they'll have some kind of other thing that's a big attraction.
Well, some of that stuff's smart.
And they go,
to do.
and then they use those clips
Right.
to be like, holy
They post.
shit. Yeah,
That's
yeah.
bull sugar.
But the other thing, too, if you see any guy just on wires above a building, you're pretty impressed by that alone. You're like, holy fuck, that's crazy.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
So you don't even really...
Yeah.
You almost don't even need the illusion part because you're just amazed that someone would be crazy enough to even just be up there with wires
with a
or
fucking helicopter
or hanging
pulling
from
them
a
up or
helicopter,
something.
whatever the fuck, right?
Fucking Tony Montana's down there pointing up. I never trusted him.
Yeah. Chris Angel's okay.
He fucking looking like where he looked where fucking Omar used to be.
This all started with the Rob Ford, Matt Lauer clip, and we went off-roading. So after the break, we'll get back to the Rob Ford clip of the day with Matt Lauer, okay?
Look at his floating over the house video. Classic crane work, and everyone was in on it. Dr. Steve.
What do you mean crane work?
Chris Angel is known to use cranes, too, and people around him miraculously don't see them when they film. Literally a crane that picks people up. It's got like a wire, and they have a harness.
No, man, because...
Well, I'm just saying it's still Shaq
would have moved a little bit.
It's Shaq balloon.
Or his body would have been moving a little bit.
Yes.
Even if he's supposedly under some spell.
Oh.
The muscles would still be floaty.
I floated once.
Exactly.
What?
This is a funny video.
Oh, shit.
Why?
Woman not happy with Chris Angel's botched trick.
Oh, cool. Let's see
Yeah,
this.
and then you got to listen to all the people's reactions after it too.
Uh-huh.
What is he trying to do?
So he's got 6 swords.
Are we putting all these clips on our Facebook page, E-Rock? So it's not as visual?
Yes.
All right.
Now, this is one he did last night, I believe. I saw on the marathon.
And I guess the 6th one is supposed to be controlled by an audience member.
Uh-huh.
Now, in this clip, the audience member pulls the rope, and of course, nothing happens.
Of course.
Because it's not. It's not controlling the sword, actually.
Oh boy.
Pull! Pin number 5, Barbara. Pull it!
Oh no! Oh no!
That's embarrassing.
Oh no, Chris! Oh no!
Could you pull the line for me, please? Can you pull the line?
See, what did I tell you? You have to figure it out. It's not easy. It's not an easy act.
My grandkids left because they got a shitty performance.
What did she say? She said my grandkids left because they got a shitty performance.
She looks like she's on meth.
Yes.
My grandkids left. For fucking 3 hours. I call it bullshit.
It looks like they're trying to shoot everybody being excited about the conclusion.
Las Vegas, and I've been here all my life.
It looks a little contrived.
You know
It looks a little contrived.
I wouldn't pay $95 to see him, but this is the crappy pulls. Fuck that.
If we all scream really loud, we get to be in the TV show.
Oh man!
I'm so impressed.
I want to pull. You're going to pull.
Take 3.
The last sword, number 5, that you switched to. Go ahead. Pull it. There it goes.
Oh, and that would have went right through his chest. He was on that table.
Right.
And the swords were falling around him individually. Someone would pull the cord, and the sword would fall, and
right.
It was very dramatic. And then he gets up, and that's the last one, and that's the one that falls and would have killed him.
Did they show the part where he pulled it and then nothing happened?
You know what? I was getting up and down for like a beer or something, so maybe I missed that part.
Have you seen that? Where's that trick in completion?
On the Believe. It was.
Is it this one?
Yes.
Oh,
that's
great.
the one. That's the trick.
Oh, that's so embarrassing.
That's funny. It's like,
look, it is. It's the same trick.
Put your finger on number 1.
Got it.
Yeah, why would you think people wouldn't film this?
Pull it and drop it on the ground. Barbara, put your finger on number 2.
She puts on a big lump of shit.
Barbara.
Yes.
Pull number 2 now.
It's so fucking fake.
Barbara,
They're not.
go to
The
number
ropes aren't
3.
actually
Put your finger
connected
on
to swords
3.
at all.
No.
No?
No,
they
that's
don't
what
want
happened.
They don't want to take a chance that they're not going to listen.
It doesn't.
It's really scary. Watch.
Barbara's pretty.
You think so?
Barbara, put your finger on number 4. As we do this, the odds get more in the favor of me getting stabbed.
No, they don't.
More in the favor.
More in the favor.
Barbara, there are 2 swords above me. There's 5 and 6. I want you to take your finger, and I want you just to touch the top of the pin of 5.
Got it.
Now touch 6.
Got it.
Listen to your inner voice. I trust you, Barbara. Do you believe in fate?
Yes, I do.
You can change your mind. What are you feeling, 5 or 6, Barbara?
I feel 6.
Okay.
6?
Yes.
You really feel that, Barbara?
Oh, God.
Typically, people don't change their mind, but I'm going to have to go with you, Barbara. Take your hand off 5. Take it.
Oh. She inadvertently pulled it. What the fuck kind of horse shit? Now he gets off the table.
Right, and this is
and
where
there's the last one. This is where it fucked up. That sucks.
They didn't show the lady.
No, they didn't show the guy who
They didn't
said
show anything.
Who said, "I think if you clap, you'll be able to get on the TV
Yeah, if you
show."
make a lot of noise, you could get on the TV
How
show.
about the part where it didn't work? They should leave that in the show.
Yeah, where she pulls and then nothing happens.
Oh my God, it's all just fucking bad. And now, again, I understand these are illusions. There's not real magic. I'm not that stupid. But it's supposed to be like something people... That was the amazing thing about watching a magician, is you could not figure out what was being done. And it was clever and stuff. He's using bad camera tricks and just...
And balloons.
And balloons, and Shaq balloon.
If you watch it on TV, you're supposed to believe that the audience watching it is also being tricked. Like it's supposed to be if I was there live, it would be just as amazing.
That's supposed to lend it credibility, is that there's a live audience watching.
Right.
They're there as your proxy to watch this, and meanwhile they're all in on it, and you can tell by the bad acting.
They're barely in it. Let's say hi to Eric in New York. Eric.
Love your show.
Yep.
Hey.
It's the man cow thing. Come on, guys.
We don't love ourselves.
I didn't even hear what you
point,
said,
so
dude.
That means shit to us.
Shut up, Jimmy.
Right.
The levitation Luxor thing is a hologram, apparently. He's not even there.
What?
All right, well, it goes back
Like
to our
Tupac?
point about the presentation thing. If it's a hologram, then you wiggle your feet around.
Yeah, do something.
His feet are so stiff, that's what fucks up that trick.
Flap your arms like
because
a boy.
if you're what?
No, go ahead.
Nah, it don't matter.
Your show.
Flap your arms like a bird.
But why wouldn't you be moving your legs too? Because if you're floating, you don't give a fuck.
Make like you're swimming.
Right.
Yeah, leave.
Opie, I'm friends with Fast Eddie. Isn't that your buddy?
Yeah, he's really good with sleight of hand.
Yeah, he's a magician.
He's very good at sleight of hand, and he gets really frustrated with these guys because he knows that a lot of these tricks are hack tricks that a lot of guys could do. But they're but Fast Eddie, to be kind, is not a handsome man.
Is that what it takes?
You got to be a handsome man, and then you throw some hack tricks in, and then you're allowed on TV.
He looks like Rizzo the mechanic from MASH.
Right.
Oh shit. That's very funny.
And if he was a true magician, he would grow his own hair instead of fucking wearing a dead animal on his head.
Well, maybe he hides everything under there. Takes his wig off at night, and there's a deck of cards, a rabbit, fucking those rings that hook together.
A Shaq balloon.
A Shaq balloon under his wig.
But I love the guy.
Of course.
All right. Thank you,
That's all you got to say. Are we convinced now that Criss Angel is possibly the worst magician that was ever fucking magicianing?
It's strange, though,
really?
because he comes up with clever stuff and newer stuff.
But it's easy to come up with clever stuff if, look.
But the balloon trick would be really fucking cool, but he just doesn't pull it off right.
Oh, God.
Because they're all obviously illusions in the end. Like Penn and Teller, you're not gonna sit there 30 seconds into a trick and go, oh, they're using a balloon.
Right.
You know what I mean? You're going to go home scratching your fucking head for days going, how the fuck did he... And he explains how. No, he takes years on tricks.
Yeah, yeah.
He doesn't all of a sudden, like, I bet you Criss Angel went, oh, fuck, Shaq balloon.
Balloons float.
And then goes, let's tape it next weekend. Like, if that was Penn and Teller, they would probably work the Shaq balloon for a year.
Yeah.
At least.
Well, that's the art, is coming up with an idea and then creating this thing where you're convincing people that it could be real.
And that takes a really long time.
You have to stand in the pentagram.
Oh, God. Chip believes it all.
But David Blaine is good at this shit.
Close-up magic is pretty amazing. Guys that can do sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand is amazing.
And he's the fucking man at that.
Yeah, but I just know a lot of those tricks are done by a lot of guys. A lot of guys.
He's really good at it, though?
Yeah, he's a fucking man.
His sleight of hand is pretty impressive, yes.
Do you watch them?
Mm-hmm.
All right, we're going to do the Rob Ford clip after the break.
Well, Criss Angel is actually going to... is everyone going to see him when he's here?
When is he here?
Well, he's here.
Hold on, kids. Here it comes.
It's the big Criss Angel magic show.
Yeah, where?
It's an odd place. He's going to be at the Garden State Comedy Club at the Holiday Inn this Friday and Saturday. Let's hope he can make an audience appear.
Where's that?
It's in, I don't know. Garden State. It's in Clinton.
Jersey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Go to JimNorton.com for your fucking ticket links.
That's true. Fishman here makes a good point with David Blaine. He does the magic in front of black people because he knows it's hilarious because they lose their minds.
Yeah.
And Who Kid has confirmed that black people are afraid of magic.
He said, and Who Kid said David Blaine's the devil. That's the one thing I was disappointed. David Blaine would not come clean about the fact that you go to black people because they're funny reactions.
Lose their minds at that fucking sleight of hand magic.
He said you can't generalize an audience and I go, come on.
He's like, now look at your card. And they look and it's like, ah, And they run away.
Yeah.
They run away from the magic.
Wait, you asked him that question?
I did ask
good
him.
for you.
You are like a fucking investigative journalist.
He's Matt Lousy.
Matt.
There's a potential for a compliment.
All right, we're going to break. Rob Ford talking about Lauer. He's a bit rough around the edges, this Rob Ford. And also the Bob Dylan thing, I guess we could talk about, but it's more of a visual.
If you're interested.
And then we got the Family Feud clip, which is terrific.
The Opie and Anthony Show.
All right, we're going to move on, but me and Ann are discussing Shaq Balloon, and we just figured out another one. When Shaq Balloon finally touches back down to earth,
yes,
the final shot is Shaq moving his head where his chin is in his chest.
Yeah.
And then Shaq's head, moves backwards to land on the ground as well, even though his body's already on the ground.
Yeah, Chris Angel's kind of like looking like he's laying Shaq gently down on the ground.
Yeah.
And the only way to kind of show that with the real Shaq laying on the ground is the only part, like his head kind of drifts
back down toward the ground because the rest of his body's already on the ground because it's the real Shaq now. Of course, you got to switch out the Shaq balloon.
Yeah.
But when he's floating, his head is not in the up position.
Yeah, his head
it's stiff as all hell. Plus the fact he's in a trance, so Shaq would never move his fucking head at all.
No.
God, he stinks at presentation. Yeah, watch this. Watch.
How do you fuck up Shaq Balloon?
It's going to make you laugh, Sam. Because remember, he's in a trance. His head would never move like that.
No. And then he looks around like, oh, I'm on the ground.
What happened? What happened?
He's stiff as a board.
Right, he's stiff as a board, and his head's not in the up position.
He would just land flat.
Right, and and
he wasn't a balloon, I mean.
Yeah, and he's in a trance, so his head wouldn't move at all. See?
Not like that. Gently.
Yeah. So get me up here, guys. Get me up.
What happened? All right, we'll finally move on. Go back to Rob Ford in the Matt Lauer interview. You can start from the beginning because that was an hour ago already. This is your Rob Ford clip of the day. Where were we on this? I guess we don't have to go all the way back. What was he talking about?
Matt had
He said he disgraced the office.
Yeah.
All right, okay. Yeah. Let's hit this.
You said as we were sitting down here, you said what happened in city council chambers is unprecedented. It's never happened before. What went on in there?
They basically took away 383,000 people who voted for me their rights.
You have brought disgrace to this office, and you know that's true.
I've embarrassed not just myself, my family, my friends, my supporters, the whole city. I take full responsibility for that. We've all made mistakes, Matt. I'm not perfect. Maybe you are. Maybe other people are.
Nice.
That's right.
I've made mistakes. I admitted to my mistakes.
When the questions began to circulate around you, Mr. Mayor, and people started to ask you about the use of crack cocaine, you played a game of semantics. They asked you were you a crack addict, according to you, and you said no.
I'm not. And they said, do you use crack cocaine? No, I don't use crack cocaine. No. Have I tried crack cocaine? Yes, I've tried crack.
That's a game of semantics. And the best excuse I heard you give for using that crack cocaine was I was in a drunken stupor. And I'm wondering, is that supposed to make anybody feel better?
No, not at all. But show me the video, even according...
What does the video matter?
Because I want to see it, because according... I can't even barely remember it. I was very, very inebriated.
I just want to make sure we all understand. You're not in any alcohol treatment program?
No, I'm not in
any drug treatment program.
I have a weight issue. I've been training every day. All I can say, Matt, action speaks louder than words.
Oh, this guy's the best.
I invite you to come back. Give me 5 or 6 months. And if you don't see a difference, I'll eat my word.
It's very simple. Show me any mayor in North America right this second that has done what he has done. He's saved the taxpayers $1 billion.
Councilman, I would expect you to sit here and defend your brother.
I'm telling you facts.
I know. I think it's loyal and I think it's wonderful.
Facts.
Have you ever been worried about him?
Yeah, his weight issues, when he goes on a binge, when he goes on a if you want to call it a binge drinking, and I hear about it, yeah, it's concerning.
Binge
Do
drinking.
I know on a personal side? Has Rob been 100% honest? No, he hasn't.
Your brother brings up something interesting, Mr. Mayor, because he says you go out on a weekend and you maybe go on a little binge every once in a while.
Not every weekend.
Not every weekend.
No.
Maybe I said every once in a while.
Let's retract that.
The wrong word to use.
He goes, let's retract that.
Oh, I shouldn't have said binge. I shouldn't have said binge.
Oh, boy, is his dumb. That was a great question by Matt.
Yes.
He's a very good interviewer.
Yeah, I'll say that.
I said, your brother said you go out on a weekend, you may go on a binge every once in a while. Not every weekend.
Absolutely.
Let's say you go on one of those binges and the phone rings in your office at 3 a.m. on a Saturday night and something terrible's happened in the city of Toronto. Terrorist attack, some other kind of disaster. Are you equipped?
Will
you be capable and stable enough to handle it?
I'm very fortunate that hasn't happened. It's very few isolated incidents that has happened. You're absolutely right. I'm very fortunate that hasn't happened. But that could happen with anybody at any time. Say you were gone out drinking or you were drunk, and say something happened to your family. Hold on.
The lives of a million people aren't resting on my decisions.
Hold on. Say your son or daughter just got killed in a car accident. You're blasted out of your mind at 3 in the morning. Are you going to be able to handle that?
I would take personal responsibility for my family. You've got taxpayers and residents of this city depending on you.
And I take personal responsibility for them too.
Do you still want this job?
Absolutely. October 27th, let the people decide.
What if they say we want another guy like Rob Ford when it comes to the fiscal responsibility, but we want a guy who's going to elevate the office and not bring the baggage that Mayor Ford brought?
Find another Rob Ford.
That's for sure. Yeah.
Wow.
That was a good job by Matt.
Jesus.
Really good job by Matt Lauer.
I like this little scenario there.
Wow,
Yeah,
Jesus. Brutal scenario.
You're
What a throw back at the interviewer.
You're plastered out of your mind.
What a terrible thing, though.
What if your kids died?
What?
Jesus Christ.
Come on there, Ron. We're all having fun here.
It's
not about me.
Really, it's about you.
Have a drink, buddy.
Family, it's
Calm
about
down.
fucking national security. I don't know. He is, denial's the word I guess everybody's using, right?
And that beard looks pretty fucking stupid there, Lauer.
Yeah, what happens if you're hammered, plastered, and they say you got to shave that beard for your TV show, Matt, and you cut yourself shaving because you're hammered drunk on a binge, like my dumb brother said.
If you want to call it a binge.
I worry about my brother. Sometimes he's got the binge. He drinks like a fucking fish. He's stumbling.
Let's fast forward to that car ride home. Why the fuck did you say binge?
Oh, yeah.
You should have said no. You don't say binge.
You don't need to worry about me.
Sorry, Rab. I'm not as good as you are with these fucking prick reporters. That's all right. Let's go have a drink.
Why did you say binge?
You're lucky I didn't come back with, you with your hashish. Yeah, that conversation's got to be great.
I'd love it. That's the show.
Oh, yeah. Next time you say I binge, I'm going to rat out you on your fucking hash.
By the way, his TV show's been canceled.
What do you mean it was canceled?
Ford Nation. It's a one and done.
No, he's retooling. PFG TV.
Well, see, it's part radio.
Part radio, part TV, part drunken politician.
Where's he at? Does he have a radio station yet? Because a lot of people are starting to feel bad for Scorch.
Scorch? No, he's got another media outlet.
Weird news. I saw he tweeted something about an offer coming in. He was all excited about it.
Well,
and then he tweeted that he was very angry with us.
And why is he angry with us?
Well,
we're giving him a lot of
we're giving him a lot of listeners. Listeners of this show go on his Facebook page and print awful things that he's got to remove every day because there are women that go to his site and he doesn't want them seeing that horrible stuff.
He has no problem with humor, but he wants it done in a classy way.
Got to be done classy, like Scorch, class.
All right.
Weird news.
Some are odd and some deranged stories that are very strange. Weird news.
Can we just steal that? Yeah. Let's use it when we do weird news. Ooh, I'm going to be executed, Robin.
I thought the same fucking thing.
Did they execute him?
No.
He's on
death row since the early 80s.
1981
scumbag.
They caught him in 81. He's the guy that he's a racist, blamed for 22 killings, including, well, he didn't kill. He shot
Larry Flint.
Larry Flint as well.
He should be killed.
Kill that guy.
And he's been waiting to die since '81, and now it's getting a little closer finally.
Larry Flint's fighting it, but I don't know why. He explained why.
Oh, yeah?
Look what a fatso Zimmerman is.
Look at his bitch there.
I guess he's dead.
Railing.
I guess
good.
He was just put to death.
Good.
Oh, when?
This came out 11 minutes ago.
What?
Wow.
He was executed.
It's your exclusive right there.
He might have got to stay for a few hours or whatever.
Oh.
You're talking about Joseph Paul Franklin, the white supremacist convicted of 8 murders, suspected in as many as 20, and who shot hustler publisher Larry Flint. Yes, he was put to death.
He shot him over the interracial sex thing. That was why Larry Flint was shot.
Not for being a pornographer?
No, because he showed the interracial sex.
Right.
What a piece of garbage this guy is. I'm glad they killed him.
Well, so he's done. Okay.
Minutes ago.
Wow.
Goodbye.
What did they give him, the old blue fluid?
They should have let black guys fuck his mouth and ass.
Oh, man.
Then again, why should he go out having fun?
Holy shit.
Someone else died that's close to our hearts.
You kidding?
Remember Elmer?
Fudd?
There's Elmer Fudd, and there's also...
Oh, no.
Elmer.
Gay Elmer.
Gus and Elmer.
Well, as I recall, Gus had expired a while ago.
Gus died last year, I believe.
Oh, okay. So what's Elmer supposed to do? Come on.
And Elmer never recovered from losing his lover of over 60 years.
Gay is for the young, my friends.
For his lover. So Elmer Lockins, symbol of same-sex marriage, dies at 94.
94, you can't really...
We did a lot of radio on
out there.
Gus and Elmer over the years.
Yes. You can't really get out on the dance floor at 94, look for some new guy. Just out there, dancing around.
He could have probably got a new guy, though, because he's famous in the cause.
You think?
Somebody would have fucking taken his load, yeah.
Oh, God, there's nothing left.
No.
Nothing left.
Well, they're loads to be even taken at age 94.
When he comes, his dick hole just opens up and goes,
gurgle.
Yeah.
There's what's the history on these two as far as what do they do? They got together. They go to war.
And Gus kept their relationship private for nearly 60 years. Some knew, some just wondered. Most did not discuss the situation.
What did they think was happening?
Uncle Gus and Uncle Elmer, their family called them.
Oh, boy.
Families are dumb.
Know what's going on.
Families are so stupid. What do you think's happening?
If you got a friend that's over 20 years old, you're pretty much, you're fucking them. Especially if they're coming over every Thanksgiving together. I mean, come on. All right?
Yeah.
All right, so it has to be a friend that's over 20-year friendship, plus you bring them to a family event year after year. Okay, there's no mystery there. Right. Then, when they were both in their 80s, after a lifetime of refraining from even holding hands in public, they embraced in front of their family for the first time. It was November 2003.
They all went, ew.
And they just got married in Canada, having traveled there from their home in Manhattan.
Manhattan.
So we've been talking about these guys since 2003? Wow.
Really? They had to go to Canada to get married?
2003, yeah, sure.
Well, you know.
Did they go to, were they like in the army or some shit?
I think so, yeah.
Jeez,
yeah, let me see.
Yes, well, you know how it is in this great and free nation. You go and fight for your country and then come back and get treated like shit.
Don't ask, don't tell.
Yeah.
That's great. Couple old lemon party motherfuckers. You gotta love it.
When let's see, Gus died, they were married 9 years at that point. Gus died last year. But they had been together since that September day in 1945 when they met by chance in Columbus Circle.
Oh, boy.
Wow.
Which is very close to here.
1945?
1945.
What month, they say?
September.
September, okay. That's post-war.
I had never seen anything so handsome,
right after the
Elmer
war.
said to the New York Times in 2003.
That's a long time, man.
Holy mother!
Elmer eventually moved into the house in Washington Heights that Gus shared with his 9 siblings.
Wow.
So they were in the house together for all those years and no one was questioning?
Well, for how many years?
9 kids, what are the odds? You're going to have one, you know, that's going to...
Gus's parents had died and he and his sister were helping raise their brothers and sisters. Elmer had his own room.
Oh, boy. How many nights?
Hey, psst. Elma. Everyone's asleep.
Elma, you there? Right. Elma, open the door. I've come to visit. Comes in with that stocking cap on with one of those candle holder things. He blows it out and Elmer sits on it. Oh, what a scene. Or yeah, he uses his ass like with those candle sniffers where they fucking put him out. Let me get the light, Elma. Oh, God. Shit.
Well, they did serve in World War II.
Oh, they did? Okay.
Saw combat in the South Pacific.
Oh, wow. Okay.
The theater?
Fight the Japs. The Pacific Theater of Operations.
Wow, that's very impressive, obviously. And
yes.
They were discharged in June of 1945.
June of 45?
June of 45,
right,
and then they met in September, 3 months later.
They didn't, they were out of it before the official end of the war. All right. That's how they got together. Let's play Pearl Harbor. I'll lay on my back, and you come and blow the shit out of me. That old gag.
It's still a good one.
Oh, I love it.
It's good every time.
What a romantic story.
So now we've lost Gus, or Elmer. Elmer, I guess, right?
Living alive was the hardest part, they said. Wow, 55. Wait, now that's... They died in what, 2011, the first guy?
12.
2012, so 45, 55 years? That's 67 fucking years, man.
All that shit. Just fucking skulking around, hoping not to be seen, showing affection for another man. Yeah, the gays really did have it a little fucked up.
Yeah.
People really didn't like the gay. That's like some kind of insecurity thing.
Yeah, it's silly.
I
think you're worried about your own little.
And it's this aversion to, and it's also this aversion to wanting maybe your kids to grow up like that. Especially back then, like I think the worst thing that could happen, because back then it was pretty simple. You wanted your son to be on the football team and be successful and grow into a fine man, get married and have a family of his own, give you grandkids, things like that. It was all very pat. You were supposed to do that. And then...
No other ways to look at it, by the way. There was never an alternative way to look at what your life could be.
No.
You just explained the American dream.
When you're sitting there at the fucking VFW hall and it's like, did you hear about Robert's son? Oh, yes. He's a little light in the loafers. You know, like, you knew that they were all talking about it. And I think that's what made it so, like... And you didn't know if another gay guy was going to, like, if he talked to your kid, if he was going to turn him gay, or if it was contagious. Like, who knew back then? No one knew shit.
They thought they knew.
Yeah,
We played some of those videos over the years.
We played those videos of the like public service videos.
Right.
That they put out, watch out for the gay.
Could you find one, Sam?
Yeah. That one was...
Even if it's one we've played.
They
really thought they knew.
They equated gay guys with fucking pedophilia and molestation and mental illness. That's the one.
Yeah, is this the one?
Sid Davis Productions presents Fags and You. Oh, it's Boys Beware. Oh, boy. Yes. Produced with the cooperation of the Inglewood Police Department and the Inglewood Unified School District. The cops were involved in this. Could you imagine? Terrible. I bet they gave a lot of wood shampoos. I bet they come back at night with their billy clubs smelling like duty. You know those guys. Oh, did they enjoy the shit out of that? Smell this, Garrity. Fucking, oh, you got one, did you?
Fuck.
Now, this is just a guy driving in his car.
Yeah.
Lieutenant Williams.
Oh, he's a cop.
Police officer attached to the juvenile division. I'm on my way to Monroe Junior High School to talk to a group of young people.
Cock blocker.
That looks innocent enough, doesn't it?
What?
Lots of young people hitchhike. Seems like a good way to get from one place to another.
Wow. At a bus stop.
Sometimes there are dangers involved that never meet the eye.
God,
Let's take the case of Jimmy Barnes.
accepted.
Right?
Jimmy played baseball all afternoon, and he didn't feel like walking home, so he decided to thumb a ride.
In a tucked-in shirt, he played baseball?
Yeah. And look at his pants. They're up to his fucking
Yeah,
ankles.
where's his uniform?
Asshole stinks.
Yeah.
Like a dump in the woods. Should have come.
He'd done it 100 times before.
100 times?
And he didn't think anything was unusual when the driver struck up a friendly conversation.
How's your
He
cock?
seemed like a real nice guy.
I bet.
He asked Jimmy if he played baseball in the park often. Jimmy told him they practiced
No
3 times a week and
seatbelts.
played a rival group
Yeah,
on Friday
Jesus.
afternoon.
Yeah.
The stranger was a good listener, too. And it only seemed minutes before they pulled up in front of Jimmy's house.
No one knows where he lives. Boy, what a simpler time.
Yep.
When Jimmy got out,
Oh.
the stranger gave him a friendly pat.
Oh, on his balls. With his mouth.
Then he told him...
His claws. It looks like fucking Nicholson.
That guy
Yeah.
is a creep.
My
Yeah.
God, why
How'd
would you
you
get in a
like your-
car with this guy?
Oh, man.
How'd you like your cock sucked?
It does. It looks like Nicholson and John Waters a little. And,
Horrible mustache.
Guy's great.
oh, yeah, this guy is definitely a problem.
Wow.
He's got a John Waters mustache. He's horseshoe bald.
Yeah.
And he's just got the creepiest smile.
Yeah.
He's got a lovely little thin stash.
Oh, yeah.
Loves a cock near it.
Does he ever?
And he left his hand on the boy just a little too
Yeah, a
long.
little long.
Oh,
He gave him a
God.
friendly pat.
Then just left it there for an extra
Yeah.
second.
This guy rules.
He knows what he wants.
Yeah, he's out fucking trolling.
Sunglasses on.
again, as he always drove by the park on his way home.
The music is great.
Oh, yeah. Dun, dun, dun,
What
dun.
do you think this is, like 1957 or so?
Yeah,
Sounds about right.
It's like the 50s, definitely. Oh, he's back in the park.
Sure enough, the following day when Jimmy finished playing ball,
God, how
the
stupid
man
is
was
Jimmy?
there waiting.
Jimmy's a dolt.
Guy's sitting in the passenger seat, he moves over.
Slides over those big old bench seats in the car.
I understand there was some innocence, but this Jimmy's a dope.
Oh, is he stupid?
Stupider than Flavor Flav.
Jimmy's gonna get fucked.
They stopped at a drive-in, and the stranger treated him to a Coke. During their conversation, he told several off-color jokes. But Jimmy had heard others before, and, well, it made him feel...
You put Velcro on the ceiling, Jimmy.
person.
3 if you slice them thin enough, Jimmy.
3 ducks in the pond. They're at the pond fishing. Yes.
Yeah, oh, yeah, a little duck pond. Wow, he's
The
really
following Saturday, they went fishing together.
hanging out with this ghoul.
By now, they were using first names. Ralph said it was more friendly.
Ralph.
Ralph's right.
Yeah. Oh. Little sandwich, bologna and cum.
Jimmy hadn't enjoyed himself so much in a long time.
Oh, yeah.
Ralph keeps these
Then
sunglasses
during lunch, Ralph showed him some pornographic pictures.
Hey, check these out.
He was curious.
Hands him over.
What Jimmy didn't know was that Ralph was sick. A sickness that was not visible like smallpox, but no less dangerous and contagious. A sickness of the mind. You see, Ralph was a homosexual.
I love it. Smallpox, fucking diphtheria. It was
deadly.
Queeb. No.
And we wonder why gays are sensitive about language.
Not only deadly,
They had a hell of a
contagious.
struggle.
Yes. Contagious diseases.
Because they're setting this guy up like he's a serial killer, but no, he's not a serial killer.
Yeah.
He's a homosexual.
A sickness of the mind.
Even if they're not interested in you, you can still catch it, so
Oh,
stay
look
away.
out. You might get the gay.
Holy fuck.
Yeah.
Wow.
Who demands an intimate relationship with members of their own sex.
Demands.
But by
What's he
now,
got?
Jimmy felt a
Rifle?
fondness for Ralph, and they continued to go places together.
Miniature
Ralph
golf,
was generous and
like
took
Jake
Jimmy
and
many
Vicky on a
interesting
date.
places and did many nice things for him.
Ralph's bent over. Here, try to hit it in here.
Presents and
Get the
he
driver.
needed money. But payments were expected in return.
Uh-oh.
You see, Jimmy hadn't recognized Ralph's approach soon enough.
They're going up to a
When Ralph
motel room.
first asked Jimmy to go fishing alone, he should have discussed it with his parents or teacher.
Uh-oh.
Finally, Jimmy told his parents, and they reported it to the juvenile
He got
authorities.
fucking fucked in the ass?
Yeah, for sure.
And Jimmy was released on probation. And the
Yeah,
custody of his
Oh, look at the
Now his
father.
father's patting his back the same way.
Yeah.
Now that you're broken in,
But
son.
all homosexuals are not passed.
Bend over for pop.
Some resort to violence, as in the case of Mike Merrick.
Great music. Mike Merrick is violent.
Yes.
So kids, don't play sports in the park.
Competition.
Yeah.
No
All
one
white
noticed
kids
the man
missing.
who sat and watched.
Violent.
And when the game broke up and the others left, Mike decided to stay and practice a little longer.
Oh, no.
Well, he needs to practice, obviously.
Yeah,
It's
he's
horrible.
Right, he's terrible at this basketball game.
Meanwhile, this guy who's playing this role probably has prostate
Stranger
cancer.
joined him. He was friendly, and, well, it was better than playing alone.
Suit and tie, doing layups.
Right.
Yeah, I know.
Piece of shit.
Who wants to do layups in a
After a
suit?
few shots, Mike realized he had already overstayed his time and suggested he better leave. The stranger told him if he'd like to stay longer, he'd be glad to drive him home when they finished.
He's wearing a bow
Sounded
tie.
great to Mike. Chance to play longer and get a ride home, too.
He and the stranger are frolicking.
He's dressed like a butler.
Yeah. Butler. Oh, God, he's a ghoul.
They're not spending enough time focusing on the fucking free throws.
Holy
When
shit.
they finished, the stranger told him he'd make a fine player someday if he got lots of practice. The companionship, the praise.
Because the Negro
friendly
hadn't started
attitude
playing in
dispelled any
NBA
misgivings
yet.
Mike might have had about going with a stranger.
Putting his arm around him.
Probably never
walking to the
realized
car.
until too late that he was riding in the shadow of death. Sometime that evening, Mike Merrick traded his life for a newspaper headline.
Wow.
That guy
The gay guy killed him?
and fucked him.
Fucked him to death.
Jesus. It's crazy.
As Denny and Jerry got the papers ready,
Denny!
for Jerry's afternoon
Oh,
No
drive,
wonder.
they only
Denny.
casually noticed the two boys that raced
Dennis
by in the
Falco.
afternoon traffic.
Oh.
And they didn't pay much attention to the car that drew up shortly afterward
Oh, boy.
until the man called them over.
Oh, poor Denny Falcone.
Oh, no.
Had two boys been buying bicycles?
Another
The boys nodded
homosexual.
they had. Could they recognize him if they saw them again? Well, then he guessed he could. Then hop in,
neighborhood's
the man
infested
said,
with
"Those
the
are stolen
homosexual."
bikes."
Oh,
It's contagious.
Giving it another
It's like
thought,
Walking
then he
Dead.
got in and the car sped
Oh,
away.
no. Don't
Jerry
get in the
watched.
car.
Why did that
He'd
guy
been
get in the
told
car?
many times, if a
Pause
friend
for a
got in
minute.
car
He
with a
told him
stranger to write down-
there were a couple of bicycles that rode by,
Yeah.
and then he pulled up and said, "Did you see two kids on a bicycle?" And he said, "Yeah." He goes, "They're stolen bikes. Get in."
But why would you get involved with that? You got it.
You got the car and you're older than me. Go figure it
It was
out.
a simpler time.
Right.
Yeah, do you listen to the adults?
Yes. Yeah, that was
So
exactly
the
it.
kid got in to help him get the stolen bikes back.
Find your
He
bike.
got in. He split up his
All right.
the two kids there.
Okay.
Oh,
Not
man.
giving it another thought, Denny got in and the car sped away.
Poor Denny.
Jerry watched. He'd been told many times.
He's going to get the
if a
hard-on
friend
of
got in a
hits
car
up
with
his
a
ass.
stranger, to write down the license number. It didn't seem to apply, but, well, fortunately,
Oh.
he marked it down.
He wrote down license
What
plate
a
number.
dork. What a snitch. Tattler.
Rat.
Oh. He's delivering the papers.
A 10-speed bike. That used to
When he
suck.
delivered a paper to Denny's house, he asked his mother if they'd caught the boys that had stolen the bicycles.
What?
Denny hadn't returned, so he told her the story and gave her the paper with the license number.
Gave her the
She Googled
paper.
it.
Googled it.
Being the dumb
Being a
50s mom she
careful
was,
parent,
she just
decided
threw it in
to
the
call
trash.
police. Jerry supplied the necessary information, and the stranger's car was quickly spotted.
Oh, man.
It was a good example of how
Oh, I
important
bet those
it is
cops
to
worked him
always
over.
get the license number
Yeah.
and description of any stranger who takes
they
a
at a
young
dead end?
person off alone,
Yeah.
no matter what they
Why would he
touch.
be driving to the dead end?
Probably
Oh,
sucked
boy.
that kid's dick.
Yep.
Oh.
You know why.
They jerked off with those palm trees around.
Turn around. Nice.
Pressing his hard on against
Public
the car.
restrooms can often be a hangout for the homosexual. One of his friends hadn't noticed the man who had been in the restroom when they changed, and as it was lady suggested they take the
homosexual.
shortcut under the pier, but the others preferred to take the more traveled way home.
Oh, don't walk under the pier. Come on, you
No.
little fucking douche.
Why would you? There's guys right behind
Oh,
There's
here he-
homosexuals under the pier.
Yes, they hang out under piers and in sewage manholes.
Oh, man. Now look at this.
Ominous music.
Well,
Who goes home this way?
It's a shortcut. What are you going to do?
All right.
What are you,
Yeah.
a square?
When Bobby recognized the stranger as the man in the restroom, the shortcut under the pier didn't seem like a good idea at all.
boy.
Drats.
What a chicken shit.
You're a termite, Opie, strictly out of the wood.
After all, it's more fun to stay with your friend anyway. Bobby had made a wise decision. It may have saved his life.
Can you pause that, by the way? Here's the right decision. Yeah. He can look at his dry dick later and see how wise that decision was.
And they're pretty much saying 50% of the homosexuals in this town kill you.
They're murderers.
Wow.
Yeah, you can't trust them.
It's a deadly disease.
Yeah.
Right. Oh,
Sickness
that's
of the
right.
mind.
Like smallpox.
That's 1961, someone said.
61. Okay. Just
The
about over.
decision is always yours, and your whole future may depend on making the right one. So no matter where you meet a stranger, be careful if they are too friendly, if they try to win your confidence too quickly, and if they become overly personal.
They could be.
One never knows when the homosexual is about.
When it's about.
When you discover he is mentally ill.
I know. Where's Sal? Look, the homosexual's about.
Unless you have the permission of your parent or teacher.
Parents and teachers, they know.
Doesn't this just make you feel like so weird and weird?
Oh, it's so strange.
So the time, like,
It's not even that. I mean, it's really not that long ago.
not.
just the houses
really-
are different.
Yeah.
I mean, it's 52 years
family.
ago.
It's like a time machine there.
People equated homosexuality with killing children.
Murdering and,
And
yeah.
sickness.
A contagious sickness in which you're forced to kill kids.
Right.
Well, no one really knows when the homosexual is about. and then it seems so weird when you do the Gus and Elmer thing and you're like, wow, why'd they fucking shut up for so long? Oh, I see. They thought they were murderous fucking pedophiles.
Right. Yeah, because this is 61 where maybe they started opening their minds maybe slightly.
Right.
So you can only imagine 1945.
Yeah,
oh,
yeah.
God. That's 16 years before this.
Crazy.
What do they think back in 45 of the homosexual?
They thought they were vampires.
Probably.
Oh,
yeah.
They really were. They were treating it like it was an outbreak.
Homosexual.
There's been an outbreak of homosexuality in the community.
Homos. That's what we used to just say. I think he's a homo.
One never knows when the homosexual is about.
He's about. He's out and about. That's great. I saw one over the weekend, too, about some, where they give the, I think we ran through it once before, the girl with Down syndrome, that was her sister's teaching her about periods.
Sure.
And she shows her, she goes, I'm having my period right now. Let me show you how we change a pad. And then she's in the bathroom, and she goes, here's a used pad. And there's blood all over.
Oh, my God.
It's fantastic.
What year is this from?
Here it is.
I don't think we have done this one.
It's a girl with Down syndrome. She's about, I guess, 7.
Right.
And then there's a mother and the older sister sitting in the room.
Mom?
Yes, honey?
You know we were talking yesterday?
Yes, we were.
Do you know about periods?
Yes, what about periods?
Do you have periods?
Yes.
I wish I didn't.
All women have
Before
periods.
you were born.
Oh,
Tell me what
wow.
happens.
You are just...
Blood inside my body
It isn't
comes
nice.
outside from an opening
Neither is
between
this
my
show.
legs.
That's
Deal
true.
with it.
Do you have a question, Jill?
Yes.
Yeah.
I want to know if Susie...
Marbles are tasty.
Susie?
Not a question, Jill.
Jill wants to know something.
Oh,
You
boy.
want Jill? Susie, do you have periods?
Do I have periods?
Jill, all women have periods about every 4 weeks for 3 or 4 days. When I'm on my period...
I'm a real
blood
cunt.
from an opening between my legs.
Through the opening between her legs.
Does Miss Jones have periods?
Yes.
Yes, Jill, your teacher, Mrs. Jones, does have periods. All women have periods about every 4 weeks for 3 or 4 days.
Yes.
We said it already.
Exactly.
Uh-oh.
Hi, Dad.
What have you girls been talking about?
About periods, Daddy.
Oh, boy.
Dad, can I ask you something?
Oh, boy.
Sure,
don't ask
honey.
him.
What is it?
He doesn't get a period.
Yes, your mother did drink.
Does that girl have periods?
Yes, Jill. All women have periods about every 4 weeks.
But, Dad, men don't have periods, do they?
No.
That's right, honey. Men do not. Only women. Blood from inside a woman's body comes outside from an opening between her legs about every 4
Even
weeks.
this chick with Down syndrome had to look at the script and been like, I'm not that stupid. Well, how many times are you going to say it?
Does a man have it? What are you, a fucking... Well, let me explain.
What's a
sanitary pad?
Oh, boy.
It's a really cool apartment.
And very clean.
Yes, I meant.
Yes. Let's go into the bathroom.
Uh-oh, they're going into the bathroom now. The older sister and the 7-year-old Down syndrome girl.
Nice color for the bathroom.
Yeah.
Damn, with the questions.
Oh, she just leaves the pads out.
Yeah.
This is a sanitary pad.
It's not even a bathroom because the cameras are too big.
This is where I keep them.
Oh, there it is.
Oh.
Stupid
Blue,
set.
white, blue, white.
Oh, it's blue and
Look,
white.
it is blue on one side, white on the other.
It's not going to be white for long.
That's right. It also has sticky stuff, like glue on the blue side.
Oh.
See?
How many screams from the bathroom do you think there were before she
You know why
realized which
it's
side?
sticky? No. Sticky so the pad will stick to my panties. How do you
Panties.
use it?
Nice. Those
I'm having
things.
my
Too young
period
to even
now.
be
I'll show you how to
learning
use
about
it.
periods? That's what's creepy, too.
It's not practical.
Blood's coming from the inside of your body now. Yes,
Oh,
the
my
red one is
God.
in my
What the
leg.
fuck's going on in this house?
This is a used sanitary
She's sitting on the
pad.
toilet.
With giant panties she just pulled down.
And you see how many times this chick
Oh, my
Yay!
My body.
Yeah, it's like modern art.
The pad has this much blood on it. It's a good time to change it.
That's terrible.
I'll show you how to change it. Watch carefully.
Wow,
okay?
she's a clutter.
See how the pad sticks to my panties?
Clodder and a clod.
I fold it over.
Why didn't you change that shit earlier?
Yeah, exactly.
man.
Had this
Now
on
wrap it
since
up.
Thursday.
This way it won't make any mess.
Yeah.
Now I put it in the nearest waste basket.
Oh.
Did you suck on that?
Oh,
I do
my
not put it
God.
in
That
the
was
toilet.
horrendous.
Smell like copper.
I put it in the nearest waste basket.
Yeah, I know. You said that.
Yeah,
Now I
twice.
take the clean pad.
Save the family some pain if they would have done the same thing.
See? See, Jill?
As
Blue.
many times as they have to repeat
That's right.
everything.
Blue
Yeah.
on
You really
side
think
and
this
white on
chick
the
is going to
other.
remember from the
It
time
also has
she's
sticky
7 to the
stuff.
time she has her
Right.
first? They have to go through this every day with her.
Is Jill retarded or just young?
Oh, she's got
She got
Down
Down
syndrome.
syndrome.
Got a little bit down.
Yeah, for sure.
A little bit.
Yeah.
A little bit.
Hard to tell.
See?
Not that
The
hurts.
pad will stick to panties.
All right.
That
She puts it
Now
in
you
there.
cover your eyes with this and run onto the highway.
There's a part 2 where the girl actually puts on the pad.
why?
To practice.
I know why. Okay.
To practice. And they run through the same shit. I like when she washes her hands. She washes her hands and then she poses in the mirror.
Are you ready to put it on now?
Oh, there it is.
Tristan, put my
This is a good movie.
This is terrible. There's some
Okay,
Down
go ahead.
syndrome girl sitting on the toilet.
Now what we do? Peel off the paper.
She's too young to have her
Right. Peel off the
period. It's
paper.
Oh, not too young to have a little fun. You know, boys are out there playing army.
Where are you putting it?
Girls are out there playing fucking
The
period.
waste basket. The waste basket.
Yeah.
Okay.
Get over there.
The meat-
The pants fell down,
Oh,
Laura.
God.
That happens.
Oh,
Now what are you going to do?
Fun.
Sticking it in my panty.
Yay.
Right, down to your
This is
panties.
the creepiest
this is
thing
so
I've ever seen.
inappropriate.
It really
Now
is.
she's sticking the egg.
And it's under the guise of
Pull it up.
education.
Pull it up. The
Yeah, feel
underpants.
good.
Yeah. Oh, it's stuck right there.
Stuck
to the
right
panties.
there to your private parts.
Oh, man. Women just have it rough, man. What the?
You're the size of her dumb panties.
Right.
Yeah, they're big. Oh, she's cute.
Oh, show up
Jesus.
to her fucking
belly
midsection.
Spanks.
Wash my hands.
Oh, wash my hands.
I dry my hands.
All right, we know how to wash. Now what?
Then I touched the socket.
Now I'm all ready.
Ready for what?
I'm all ready. That's just great. I'm really proud of you. You wear it for a while for practice and pretend.
Practice and pretend.
That's what I did.
That's what I'm doing right now. I'm wearing one. Just to practice and pretend.
That's fun.
Uh-oh, the father.
Reading the newspaper.
He's not talking to the wife.
Yeah, the mother's knitting like
She's
a dope,
knitting.
a dopey knitter.
Busted womb.
You put on a pad.
Doesn't want to talk to him.
You did it all by yourself.
He just yells at her.
Gets enough shit down at the office.
Hey, that's great, Jill. You'll be ready for your period when it starts.
What? That's right, Jill. The blood begins to come from inside of your
All
body
right.
about every 4 weeks for 3 or 4 days.
Yeah, you said that
You
already.
can put on a pad by yourself.
Okay.
Now let me show you what else we'll do.
Oh, boy. Vibrators? What do you got?
Two calendars.
Oh, boy.
Now this is the first day of
Oh,
your
now
period.
you're trying to fucking
So write
teach
a
her
C.
math?
28 days,
Write a C on that first day.
Yeah.
which will be about the time you'll start your next period.
Oh.
He's counting off on the calendar.
Okay, why don't you write your name here?
We'll run through this fucking instruction all over again.
Can't put the pad on by yourself.
Ah, Jesus.
She's very good at putting that pad on. Yeah, that's...
the big reveal, though, with the bloody... That was rough.
It looked like marmalade.
It was horrendous.
Yeah.
All right, we're going to take a break.
Yeah, right.
To some other things. Who's coming in today? Dominick Cruz, huh?
Dominick Cruz.
Who is coming in?
He's, he's one of the best fighters in the UFC. He was former bantamweight champion, and he's fighting February 1st. There's an interim belt because he was injured. He had operations, but he's fucking a great fighter.
Who's he fighting?
A guy named Henan Barola, I think is how you say his name, and he's a fucking savage.
They all are. They're all just unbelievable.
He's been out for 2 years. Why are you coming back to fight him? Like of all the people, yes, Henan Barola.
Right.
And Dominick is 31-1. I think Henan Barola is. No, he's something in one. Henan Barola is 31-1.
Wow.
Between them, they have 2 losses. They're both
cool.
fighters.
He'll be here in about a half hour. Stay there. Breaking news. The SiriusXM app is not working.
Again?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
Every day. And it just falls on deaf ears.
How fucking embarrassing. How embarrassing.
It just falls on deaf ears. Everyone, all I ask, I guess, at this point is just tweet SiriusXM. That's their Twitter.
Constantly let them know.
Just constantly. Every time it goes out, please tweet them. And I guess you could also do another Twitter account that honestly is completely useless. It's SXM_help. That Twitter account is completely useless.
You don't think that's helpful?
Oh, God. So you could tweet them as well. But every time it goes out, do that for us, because maybe they'll understand.
Yeah, maybe.
When they see the volume of people tweeting that their fucking app that they're paying for is not working properly.
Sorry.
Online listening is expensive.
Yeah. Fuckers.
But no one even talks to us about any of this stuff.
Where's Tim?
We've said it 1,000 times.
Oh, he's been away.
I think he's in L.A. or something. I don't know. But, like...
Other responsibilities.
Like, even with these rants, like... Even if they sat us down and said, all right, knock it off, assholes. Or, hey, what can we do to make things better?
Yeah, yeah.
We get neither one of those.
Mm-hmm.
That's the strangest thing out of all. You know?
Yeah.
Mm. All right, well, Family Feud had something terrific. We just lose like a shitload of our audience every day in the middle of listening.
I see it on Twitter. People are just like, oh, I can't listen anymore. I'm not dealing with this anymore. I'm not paying for this anymore. Yeah.
Yeah, we get a lot of those every day at this point. So, did Don write me? What do you? I checked 4 phones. All apps are working.
Maybe it's just that one guy.
No, it's not one guy. My Twitter has a lot.
A bunch of people.
So maybe it's back working again. I don't know. Maybe by the time I got the message out on the air, it's working again. You know. So.
It's every day. It's every fucking day.
It's every day.
And we just...
And then it might be just certain phones. Might be all phones.
They never have an answer
can't really
for us.
Pinpoint exactly what the problem is.
Yeah.
Because then they might check on a phone that app works, so they just assume it's working for everybody.
Yeah, yeah.
So...
What do we have? A Family Feud, right?
Yeah, let's do the Family Feud.
I want to hear what that's all
clip.
about. I think I know.
You do?
I might, because somebody tweeted something yesterday about Family Feud, and I think it might be that.
Okay.
I can't imagine it's anything else. Family Feud is not really...
Ladies, here we go. We've got the top 6 answers on the board.
I'm more amazed this show is on the
sound
air
like
still.
fucking Richard Dawson.
It's that black dude.
Yeah.
Who's extremely overrated. I forget his name, though.
Jamie Foxx?
Steve Harvey. I like Steve Harvey.
Steve Harvey?
You like his comedy?
Yeah, he was funny, man. He used to host the Apollo, and he, I don't know if he's always been religious, but now he's clean religious guy, and that's kind of his thing in his morning show. But Steve was a good comic, yeah. He was on a tour with the Kings of Comedy, and he just wouldn't have music when he came out. He was a real comic.
He's got a talk show now, too.
Yeah.
I've tuned in to see that a couple of times.
Wait, George Bush painted Leno? Is that real?
He's a painter, George Bush.
Yeah.
Did he really paint that?
Yeah.
That's what he's saying.
You know who else was
Apparently, it's the only thing he wants to talk about at parties is baseball and painting with the former president. They are now his obsessions, and that's pretty good.
Wow, unbelievable. All right, still to come up.
That's great. He's an original by George Bush.
That's kind of creepy, though. That next president just wants to talk about baseball and painting.
I painted you. I painted a picture of you here. You like it?
What did he say that he has decided, I don't want anything to do with this shit ever again?
A lot of presidents.
Like, he doesn't show up at a lot of events that other, former presidents go to, and he just is distancing himself from the whole thing.
Yeah. I think he just, I just want to have fun again.
Yeah.
Have a little fun.
I don't think he believes in it at all.
No.
I don't think he believes in the system at all.
Name something you know about zombies. Christy.
Black.
They're black. Okay.
Whoa. All right. I didn't see that coming.
You didn't see that coming, huh?
Zombies are black.
Why are zombies black?
Now, if you look, they're kind of rotted. They do have a blood on their face, which
darkens
it does
them up
look
a little
like
bit, right?
Gunk. It's never red blood. It is like this blackish. But to say black...
Christy.
Black.
They're black. Okay.
I don't know if they're white or just probably. It's up there. It's up there.
You shut up, lady. The black zombies.
They move slow.
They move slow.
Oh, well.
No, they're back talking about zombies.
Zombies.
Yes,
See, I got confused with
I see
what
that.
the actual
Trying to help you out a little
topic
bit.
was.
Yeah, you should have said like the Jewy kite burgers or something.
Oh, hey.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Okay. Right over the
Pickles.
top. Right over the top.
Family Feud's a terrific show, isn't it? Why is that still on the air?
What year is this? I don't know. I thought it was going to be something else. Somebody said yesterday, they said Family Feud's on and the Nagel family is playing. So I thought maybe I had a funny clip from the Nagel family, but I guess not.
I got that tweet, but I didn't watch it.
I didn't either. Yeah. I thought it was going to be some Iraq bashing or something.
Right. So.
The Nagel family! Give us a kiss, love. What's your name? Iraq? Let's play the feud! No, not the food, the feud! See, because it's the Nagel family.
Oh.
I've never met another Nagel. I've only met one Nagel.
I have.
Well, I'm married Nagel, but...
You met his dad.
Did I meet your dad? Where? Where were we?
In the studio.
In the studio.
His dad's a nice guy.
When was that?
He's got very nice people in his family.
Yes.
No jokes there. I'm just
No,
stating the obvious.
They're nice people. I would say
his mom's terrific. His father's terrific.
Obviously, his dad's testicles haven't always done good work.
Oh, well.
That's not his dad's testicles' fault. He's a nice man.
Did he cherish the Nagel seed like you did? Did he pass that down, son? When you
No.
have sex with a woman, you have to take that shit with you. Pack it up like luggage.
No, we don't talk about those things.
Yeah.
You should.
You never had the sex talk with your father?
Nope.
How about sexy talk? A little different.
Yeah, did you ever talk about your fucking pecker?
Jesus Christ.
You did, didn't you?
Where's your dad, Chip?
He's selling encyclopedias.
That's not what Lamar says.
He's on the road.
No one buys encyclopedias anymore. As a matter of fact, the Encyclopedia Britannica stopped doing print encyclopedias. It's only online now. So what are you talking about? There's no more encyclopedia sales.
That's a lie. My father's so successful. He lives in a mansion and drives a fancy car.
No, he doesn't.
Web player working, but phone app is generally shit. I'm just trying to do like some investigating myself here.
Maybe over
Keeps
time.
on crashing. This guy's been listening to that all morning, no problems. No problems with the S3. I got an iPhone, problems. Works about 20 minutes and then stops. Just stop for 20 minutes. Holy shit.
It's just a fucking...
And do we still have a deal with Audible.com?
Yes.
We do?
I remember that.
But the shows get up there slowly some days. Because I get that problem.
Half the times people just can't find the shows.
I think you hand it off, but then maybe what they're doing is slow or something. You can go to audible.com and get a subscription there for the show as well. We get a little taste of that, but nothing.
Little tasty taste.
Little tasty taste.
Yeah.
Did you see the story on Google Earth with the kids?
Oh man,
the kid's dead body at on the train tracks or just off the train tracks?
Just off the train tracks, and there's cops there, and they're investigating the scene, and it ended up on Google Earth.
So when you do the Google Earth thing, every once in a while they catch some crazy shit, and this is a dead body.
Yep.
So the family is like, what the fuck? And then the Google people are like, oh, yeah, we'll change that immediately. But immediately for them is, what, 4 weeks or something?
Mm-hmm.
I think they were saying. Did you see this?
Pretty crazy.
California, here, let me see the headline there, Sam. California dad wants Google Maps image of dead son removed. But there is his dead son, who was fucking killed.
California.
Right off the train tracks there, about 3-4 feet off the tracks. And Google Earth actually captured the murder scene.
How the fuck does anyone know what that is? Who figured out what that is?
That's the strangest thing about it. Because
people look around and they fucking start.
You think people are so bored they're just looking around and hoping to find some shit?
You look around for something, you find out the area, you could Google that and, see what happened.
Right.
That's what I did with this story, actually.
What do you mean?
Well, I Googled the name of the father's name and stuff, and found out what the actual story was. The kid was shot.
Right.
They never caught who did it. 14 years old. So I guess if you're just kind of trolling around on Google Earth and you find something, you know where it is because it's on Google Earth.
Sure.
You put that in Google, kind of a description of the scene, and you might get some info on what actually happened there. I guess that's all done with helicopters now.
Is that what they're
Google
using?
Earth? Yeah. Yeah, it's not like satellite.
It's pretty amazing technology.
It is to get that. The street view is amazing to me. That
I finally started using the I finally started using the GPS on my phone.
Oh, did you?
Fucking ridiculous.
Giving the man GPS.
But when they first had that as an app, it was kind of a little sketchy. Now it's fucking detailed.
Yeah, you could get the walking directions or the driving directions.
They'll tell you which two signs are coming up, and all right, and then they'll read the sign. I know I'm explaining this shit, but it's just amazing. You can just do it on your phone like nothing now.
Well, there's some apps too that, and they're really getting much better at this technology. You hit the app, it uses your camera.
Right.
And then you can kind of sweep around, and it'll put little labels up on what every store is.
Wow.
It'll say, like, that way is some kind of attraction or something.
Wow.
They're going to start using that in amusement parks, too, where you're walking around, it'll say, like, instead of looking for the sign that says, Space Mountain this way, you just hold it up and it'll say Space Mountain, and it'll guide you right to the attraction you want to go to. It's like it puts the virtual screen over like a heads-up display over the camera view.
Is move your camera around and it'll recognize.
And it knows
and
where,
then it'll pop in all the info you need.
And pops the info in. It's pretty fucking
amazing.
cool. Pretty cool indeed.
Fuck.
Yeah.
Remember the other Google Earth image of the dead body, but it turns out it was a dog or something? We talked about that one as well. The
one on the bloody dock?
Yeah, the bloody dock, but it turns out it's a wet dog or something.
Oh, it was? Oh,
yeah, it was
you know what?
dog.
Red wood or something like that would look.
We talked about this one as well. This was another famous one. Just bloody dock or dog or.
It's bloody dock.
Yeah, do dock.
It was like a.
Because it might not even be the dog. I'm trying to remember exactly. We talked about this a while ago.
Image. There it is.
Yeah, there it is. Wait, go to the headline again for the people that don't know the story. Google Earth killer who left grisly bloody trail on jetty is revealed to be a wet dog. So supposedly this was a killer. Killed somebody on this dock, and then they dragged the body away, I guess.
That's what it looks like.
Right, but it turns out it's just like you said, because it's kind of red wood, and then you get that wet. It looks kind of bloody, and it turns out to be a wet dog. But for a while, people really believed that was a murder scene.
It really is amazing that people study so much.
Yeah, who the fuck studies Google Earth?
That's a lot of real estate.
Yeah, that's a quarter I dropped.
Yeah.
What was the other one we did? The street view with the naked black prostitute or something coming out
washing
of her
her
house.
fucking
What was it again?
pussy or washing her ass in a fucking tin tub or some shit.
I'm trying to remember that one too. That one.
There is a lot of them that are pretty odd.
The prostitute pics, they're all over.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember now. Whatever. This is stuff we talked about years ago.
There's another one where there's, oh, yeah, look at that.
Yeah, just pictures of prostitutes
on the side of the road. Nice.
Something kind of hot about that.
Did you see the video of the girl in the bikini taking a big shit inside someone's garage?
No. Do I want to see it? Yes.
Yeah.
Is it a Google Earth situation?
No, it's
Street
not
view?
Google Earth. It's bikini girl shit. Yeah.
Wow.
Drunk
Bikini girl
let me
shit.
see. Shits in garage, maybe?
This is our internet segment for today.
Yeah, and hot.
Garage shit.
The hot videos of the day.
Yeah. Garage
I haven't seen this
shit,
one.
Bikini girl.
I love discovering new shit.
Yeah, but bikini girl and garage shit.
Garage shit girl. No, I think you still got to go bikini.
Bikini, because she's in a bikini.
Yeah,
That's like the best part.
We'll find this. It's Bikini World.
Let's see. No, come on, man.
Someone ask for the link. Someone's got it.
Someone got a link.
Hey, Ant, we're going to learn about Google Maps here today because someone's got something to add. Yes.
Oh, my God.
Let's say hi to Jesse in Jersey. Jesse.
Good morning, boys.
Oh, God.
Hi, Jesse.
Damn it.
Fucking Christ.
Go ahead.
Hey.
Jimmy.
Yeah.
Just wanted to touch on Ann said that the helicopters were doing the street view. They actually drive around in a car, and it has like almost looks like a disco ball on top of it with all the cameras.
Is that how they do that?
For street view?
I heard. Hold on, dude. I fucking heard it's helicopters. So.
Just helicopters, right?
I've seen them around the city.
You've seen a Google car with some wacky thing on top?
Impossible. It's helicopters.
Yeah, this doesn't.
Yeah, I thought it was a car, too. I thought I'd seen a... Maybe in certain areas they can't use helicopters. Wherever. Do you mean for Google Earth?
Yeah, for the street views, yeah.
Yeah, maybe in certain areas they're not allowed. They might not be able to use helicopters.
Do you know how long it would take to fucking drive around on all the streets in Google Maps? They don't use cars. Just stop it.
Yeah, wait a minute.
That's crazy.
Do you know, yeah, but hold on. Some of the views they get are from the street view.
God, this isn't happening.
That's helicopter cams.
Jimmy, we're fucking with this guy.
Fucking with this guy, Jimmy.
Not you.
Not you.
We're not fucking with you.
I know they use the cars.
And then I'm like, wow, Jimmy's acting has gotten really good.
Oh, my God, Jimmy. I know they use cars.
We all know they use cars, except for
God.
Jimmy.
I didn't say for street view they use helicopters. I said they use helicopters for the Earth view, and then for street view they use the cars.
Of course we know they use cars.
But Jimmy was being helpful, Jimmy.
I'm not very bright.
Trying to teach me about the Google cars.
Trying to help everyone out.
Can I
But I went from, wow, great actor to, oh, my God, he's not in on this one.
I love it.
What, Jesse? What?
Jimmy, are you coming back to Borgata for New Year's Eve, please?
Oh,
no, I'm there in February on Valentine's Day weekend.
It's in Vegas, right?
It's on sale Friday.
See you guys there.
I like Valentine's Day weekend. That's kind of nice.
Yeah, it's a
for the
great
people.
romantic thing. My advice is fuck your girl before you bring her to my show.
Okay, then.
In case I ruin the mood, you already got your load off.
Are you in Vegas for New Year's Eve?
No, I'm there. I'm there. I'll just answer you over this, guys.
Yeah,
I'm there the 27th and 29th. I'm watching the fight the 28th.
Oh, right.
What did I do to you?
You ruined the mood for me, Hope. It wasn't your fault that you're just a handsome radio host. I bumped into you at Old Homestead. And then,
Old Homestead, that gay place.
Oh, thanks. Thanks a lot. All right, Jesse.
All right.
Yeah. Mayor Bloomberg raised the cigarette
Speaking
thing.
of. Okay.
Now you got to be 21 to get the cigs.
Cigarettes?
In New York City. And he set a minimum price too. I think.
What?
$10.50 per pack is the lowest you could charge for cigarettes.
How low can you go?
Setting a minimum price for all cigarettes sold in the city at $10.50 per pack.
Good God.
And you can't offer coupons, 2-for-1 specials or
Try
discounts.
to give me coupon. That's it. That's the lady. We found the bikini girl taking a shit.
Oh, you did? Yeah, fuck
full screen.
cigarettes.
Full
Who
screen
cares?
there, Sam Roberts.
Full screen
Thank
already,
you.
you fucking Peter
Thank
Pumper.
you.
So what is she doing?
Well, she's...
Well, make it bigger.
Oh, my God. It doesn't get
what do you
bigger.
want?
Can't you scroll over?
Why is she shitting in a garage? Is this a setup video?
Let's see.
No, I don't think it is.
Hit the video, Sam, or I'll bite your fucking wrist.
There's nothing to hit.
What do you mean? Where's the video?
Man.
How am I supposed to pump my prick to this?
The fuck? What's up with the video?
No, I think she was going to the beach, and there was a public restroom like a block away, so people were mad. But this is a security camera.
Okay.
And someone's like car port.
Right.
And she thinks it's good enough to.
Oh, this is
get
great.
in
She
there.
may be having an emergency.
She's walking into the car port.
She's going to the front of the car.
She's already like getting her bikini bottoms ready.
She's lifting up a little.
I think she's going side, right?
No. She's got like a sarong around her bikini bottom, so she pulls down her bikini bottom.
Oh, okay, I see. All right,
See,
the
there she
bikini bottom
goes.
is around her
Now
knees.
she
She's bending
squats.
over in the
And
squat
where's the-
position
where's
in
the
front of the
dump?
car, and.
You see, I can't see.
Dumps are mud. Right there.
Yeah, that's probably an awful period shit.
Now she's looking. And then she lets go of her sarong, and it looks like her sarong is hanging on the shit.
You know, when I shit in public, you gotta look. It's
Yeah.
In private, you gotta look.
It's quite impressive. I don't with the bowl as much.
She's wiping.
But you
What
got
does she wipe with?
Well, if you spread properly, you could almost get away without the wipe. If you're desperate, I'm saying, until you find a place.
Gotta go to the water after.
If she has to shit so bad that she's going there, it's going to be a bad
All right,
shit.
there it is.
there's a
And she
dump.
walks away.
She just daintily walks away.
Can you get that on our page there,
Nice.
That's amazing.
I'll
I don't know if you can embed
I'll
the
retweet
video.
if someone tweets me. I'll just retweet that shit for somebody out there.
Yeah.
Please.
Yeah.
All right, we got a killer outside.
What
the
do we
studio.
got?
We might actually have two guys.
What?
Who else?
Ricardo Lamas, who's another. It's called the
Loves
Bully.
it. Babalu, right?
Turn the TVs off. We might have two guys. Coming.
Are they here? That's him right there, right?
Yeah.
Come on in, man.
Dominick and Ricardo.
Yeah, let's get him in.
I think Roland's making them sign things first.
Why
Autographs?
Ricardo? Why is Ricardo here?
I'm guessing he's one of his training partners, and I'm thinking
All right.
he's fighting on the card.
Ooh.
Come on in, man.
Gary,
Dominick Cruz.
sound from there. Come on in. Take a seat, gentlemen. Right over here. Sure, pull up a seat.
What's going on, guys?
Yeah, you don't have to worry about Sam Roberts. He's not going anywhere.
Jim.
And I mean that in life.
How you doing,
How you
man?
doing, man?
All right, brother. Opie.
You meant I am going, so I wasn't going anywhere.
What's up, Rick?
See, I meant in life.
Oh.
All right, man.
You could go somewhere like from one chair to the couch.
That real life paper toss you guys doing here all day?
Oh, you know?
Sort of, yeah.
Yeah, one of those is a tissue. Best not touch it.
Yeah, it's all fucking filthy bodily
What's
fluids.
going on over there?
Right.
We're actually on the air.
Welcome to the show.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, we've begun.
We do that all the time.
No, I know, but people come in sometimes and they just start talking about, like, yeah, I just took a shit in the hotel. And they're like, oh, we're on?
We were just
We'd actually like that
we
conversation.
were just looking at a video of a girl in a bikini taking a shit in public.
You guys put
Yeah.
a video up like that?
Well, it's already out there.
Somebody
We were
put
just
it
taking
up
a
there.
look.
Yeah, she walked into a.
Toshed it. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was in, it was like a fucking hidden
Carport.
camera, a carport, and she was like at the beach and she just ran in and took a quick dump.
She thought she could get away with it.
Great.
Right.
It's good because she's kind of hot.
She's hot, and then she walks away, and her load is just sitting there in front of this guy's car.
There's nothing you
She
can
could have
do.
at least buried it in the sand or something.
I know, right?
No,
Like
it's a
cat-
garage. She
cat
just sat
box
there.
it.
It's great.
Then
Scrape.
there's no wiping either.
Well,
I didn't see her wiping. I think
if
you're
you
right.
swat properly, you could get away with it for a
No,
little bit.
I don't- I don't
until you
know.
find a place to wipe properly.
I don't think so.
That's what I said.
Yeah. She's going to the beach, so.
I shit at the ocean.
Maybe
You
she
shit
did
at the
a
ocean, right?
No.
I don't know why
You don't shit at the ocean.
Well, maybe she couldn't, or maybe she's on the way back to the car and she had to just drop a deuce. But I think you just got to go into the water after that and just kind of open your
I
ass.
thought I
and
found
clean
out
out.
a shitting partner.
Marinade.
You don't shit at the ocean?
No, that's terrible.
I shit at the ocean.
I mean,
People are swimming.
No, you gotta
Fish it in the
you gotta
ocean.
figure out the tides and
That's true.
stuff, and the seagulls will take care of most of the damage.
Fish ain't eating McDonald's, though. Fucking drinking Guinness.
The beach birds don't mind a good
really?
a good meal.
They start going around
my
like they're
God,
following
do
a
they.
crab boat.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
How did we
But
get
they don't-
here?
I was going to say, sorry, you probably open every interview you guys are doing today.
What?
Yeah, same way.
That's the most common start of an interview.
We want it to
Still
be
shitting.
We want it to be unforgettable for the guys.
Yeah, we were only expecting Dominick and Ricardo. You're with him too. You guys training together, or are you just on the same card?
We haven't trained together yet. I'm sure sooner or later.
Yeah. I'd love to train with Dominick sometime. Yeah.
Yeah, but no, we just met up here basically. Like, hey, you're here. Hey, you're here. All right.
Okay. What are you promote? You on in February too?
Yeah.
February 1st?
I'll be the co-main event against Jose Aldo for the 145-pound belt.
Oh my God.
Wow.
Yeah, I can't believe. Although, I mean, we'd love to have interviewed him, but I don't think he speaks English.
No, I don't think so either.
Only
doesn't.
Portuguese.
He doesn't either.
No, you guys are both fighting fucking murderers. I mean, really, really scary guys.
Murderers. Yes.
Really, I mean, they're both really frightening. They're both Brazilian guys, right?
Yeah, they're both from the same team too, so they train together.
And the leg kicks. I've taken a lot of moves. The leg kick is the worst thing to me in MMA because it really just paralyzes you, and that's all Aldo does.
Yeah, I gotta. That's definitely something that I'm going to work on in my camp, and I'll come up with a good game plan to counteract that.
Because everybody's looking for the big punch, the big knockout punch stuff, but you've got to realize that is going to fuck you up for a while.
Oh, yeah.
Those consistent leg blasts like that.
Do you ever get hit so hard? This happened to me because Jones hit me in the leg, and I almost shit my pants.
Misses?
No. He hit me in the leg, and I was so not ready. My body almost felt like I went into shock, and I had to shit. Like that was that's the sign of a real man. Fight or flight. I have to shit.
See, back to shitting. See?
Oh man, what happened?
But it does happen, right?
You were nauseous, right?
Dude, I thought I was gonna faint and vomit.
Wow, that bad.
Where's the worst place to get hit? We ask a lot of you guys this.
Besides the balls or the eyes, obviously.
Liver.
Yeah, liver.
The liver shots are the worst.
Oh God, damn.
Yeah.
That sounds dangerous.
What does that feel like? Any way to describe it?
Just an off button on your body.
Just an off button.
Just an off button. You're done. Like I'd say you can't breathe. Okay, like when you're an idiot doing something stupid when you're a kid, and you jump off and you land on your back, knock the air out of you.
Right.
That's what it feels like.
Oh wow, that.
That sound,
Nothing's going
that's
in
what
you.
happens, except you're hunched forward.
Oh shit.
And that ends most fights, right?
Oh yeah.
It's just usually it always depends on how bad it is.
Right.
Well, will the other fighter back off if he knows you've lost your wind, just to give you a second chance?
Yeah.
Okay, you okay now?
Yeah. Take a minute, relax.
No, that's boxing. They get an 8 count.
Yeah.
And then they stand you back up and you get hit again.
How much of the liver is exposed as far as when you're fighting?
What do you mean by that?
I don't know. Is it the whole thing is exposed? I got to look at anatomy again.
Yeah, it's all there.
Most of it?
Here,
It's all there. It's big.
Right above the belt line on one.
Just behind the love handle.
Big nasty organ.
So you got to hit the spot, man.
It hurts.
Yeah. And you've been out for 2 years. You haven't fought in 2 years.
Yeah. It'll be about 4 months longer than GSP was out.
What was the injury again? What was the injury?
ACL.
Oof.
Yeah, it's been fun.
You had 2 operations.
Yeah.
And Dana came out recently, and Dana White.
He did.
Yes, it was really shocking. Him and Don King are life partners. Really bizarre coupling. But no, Dana came out recently and said that he thought you could have fought sooner. And it didn't seem like he was shitting on you, though. It almost seemed like what he was saying is that you were doing a smart thing, like because you're fighting such a tough fighter.
That's how I took it. I didn't, media can twist things so well, and I can't see Dana going out there saying, like if he thought I was bullshitting, he would have thrown me in earlier.
Right.
So
that's true, right?
Yeah, all he has to do is drop the hammer and say, fight. You're fighting whether you like it or not. So obviously he's on my side, right? I mean,
that makes more sense.
It's common sense, really. But media's going to say, he's been out longer. Like, so I told Dana, sorry, Dana, I'm going to have to take another 6 months. You go ahead and sit on your hands and wait for me. Don't think so. It's Dana going, take what you need here. Okay, we came up with a date together and do what you got to do. And he said, okay, we agreed. So when Dana's saying that, it has to do with him saying, he's ready for this fight.
Yeah.
That's what it means.
Yeah, because he says things sometimes that as a fighter, like you hear it, you're probably like, oh, why is he saying that?
You got to think things through. A lot of fighters, they hear something Dana says, and they take it immediately emotionally. You got to really set your emotions aside and hear what Dana's saying as a promoter and running a business, and then, figure out what he means.
Has he ever yelled at you?
He yells at everybody.
That's kind of the impressive part. Is that fighters are frightening guys, but
he's intense.
He's a very intense.
He's never
dude.
yelled at me like pointing and yelling, but he's an intense dude. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so
he
we're all
really is.
intense though. So
he works really hard. So
yeah, it works out.
Do you yell back at him or no? The fighters yell back at him?
No, you just kind of sit there and
you motherfucker.
you just sit there and go, okay.
Because he's the boss.
He's always
out of a job real quick.
Though.
Start yelling back at Dana.
You say, look, you're big and stuff and tough, but you know I could kick your ass, Dana. You're like, okay, whatever you want.
Yeah, that worked well for Tito, right?
Yeah, that did work out.
Is that what happened with them? They guys never seem to like each other.
Never.
Like
Jesus.
They were doing really great, then all of a sudden one guy on Twitter is motherfucking the other guy, whatever it is. It's like, what happens to them?
Yeah, and they were supposed to have that little boxing match against each other, and then Tito never showed up for the weigh-in. Supposedly,
Dana was always just pure boxing.
Yeah, pure boxing. Yeah, because Dana used to box.
You really think about it. You're Tito Ortiz. You're on a good limelight. You know, you're doing good things. You're off wins and stuff, and you get knocked out by the promoter of the show you fight in. It's a no-win situation.
That's a lot of you beat him. It's like, oh, good, you just beat him up.
If you lose to Dana, you're in a lot of trouble. So it's like, yeah, I don't think I'm gonna make weight.
Yeah, so if you beat Dana, he's like, well, fuck this guy. I don't want him fighting for me. And if he beats you, he's like, fuck that pussy. I beat him up. Why is he gonna fight in the UFC?
Exactly.
That's kind of a no-win situation.
Yeah, win.
So how do you guys feel too? You're fighting in Newark February 1st, which is Super Bowl weekend. And it's just the embarrassment of it not being legal in this state. Like, you know, and Weidman's from here. And it's like New York puts so much money into the UFC, and they just won't legalize MMA here.
I have no idea what the issue is. I mean, that's far beyond my knowledge. I don't get it.
It's frustrating.
I just don't get it. So it's like when people ask me, I don't know. It makes
For
no
years,
sense.
they used the excuse, oh, it's too brutal. Oh, there's no rules.
Yeah.
It's crazy and bloody and
now we got girls pooping in garages.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you want to see shocking. There it is.
That is the best part of the internet, though, is just catching people doing shit that they're not supposed to be doing.
Huh?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
There's something hot about a girl just sneaking in, taking a shit, and running out. It's kind of cute.
Yeah, those are
disgusting people, man. Yeah.
I mean, I think the Starbucks is an epidemic.
Yeah.
And I think that's what hit.
Oh, that
she had
probably
one of
is.
those caramel macchiatos and was just like, oh my God, the romps are coming.
Had to take a coffee dump.
Got it in, and left.
Do you know how bad you have to shit to commit a B&E? She basically committed a B&E to take a shit. Like, you really have to go.
And it wasn't
a BM.
It wasn't a coffee shit. There was some nice consistency there.
I couldn't tell.
Oh, it was nice.
It wasn't as loose as a coffee shit.
It was hanging in there.
Hanging in there.
It wasn't collapsing.
It wasn't the
that's wonderful.
Didn't look like an oil leak heading toward the drain.
What are we doing?
Oh,
sorry, guys.
What the fuck is this?
We're usually not that bad. I don't know what's going on.
You guys literally just happened to show up as we were watching that video. Normally we just,
we didn't have any time in between the two.
Drag me into this.
You're really. Is this the guy you want to fight coming back after 2 years? Like, I mean, wouldn't you? What happened? You were the champion, and now he's the interim champion, which means that when they know the belt's going to be vacated, they give him the belt, or they had two guys fight for the belt, right?
Correct.
And who did he beat?
He beat, for the belt, he beat Faber and Eddie Wineland. Those are the two people he defended against, or won and then defended. I beat Scott Jorgensen to win it, and then which he fought also, and then I fought Faber to defend it, and then I fought Demetrius Johnson to defend it.
Do you not like Uriah? Was there a thing between you guys where there was kind of a genuine dislike?
I just don't talk about him. He doesn't matter right now. I'd rather not even talk about him. Who cares?
But do you get it?
Hand and Barral,
How do you feel about him? I mean, I know you have to have an aggression towards somebody when you fight him, but it's got to be harder to fight a guy you like.
I don't really like.
I don't like anybody.
I mean, like is a strong word, man. It's like it's not that I dislike him, but it's I like Ricardo, but if me and Ricardo were fighting, we'd fight, and we'd sit here the same way we are right now.
It's more of a mutual respect than like or dislike somebody.
Correct.
You know what I mean? It's hard to hate somebody that you don't even know. You know what I mean?
That's something that I think only you fighters can even understand, because for a civilian. When you're fighting, it's because you don't like someone, you have a problem with them. So that's really the only comprehension we have of fighting. You guys, it's your sport, it's your life. You can have a friendly conversation and what amounts to beat the shit out of each other and then still be friendly.
Can't you develop
odd?
Can't you develop a quick hate after a guy splits your face open? I would hate immediately. Now I don't like this guy.
Yeah, has there been somebody that after the fight you didn't like him a little more than you did going into it, or
just because of the fight itself and not because there was trash talking or any of that?
Right.
So strange to understand this.
Just one guy, I haven't liked him in all my career. That's it. Everybody else, whether I fought him and we went 5 rounds or 1 round.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had a problem with them. I've had guys leave scars on my face, and the weird thing about that is you see a scar on your face, and it's like, you think about that person.
Oh, you remember that person? Wow, that's fucked up.
Yeah,
That's like
I
a
see it
prison
different.
tab.
I just see it as I see it as like a different story to tell people.
Yeah, yeah. God damn, right?
So it's like you kind of get a weird, it's like a weird closeness to the people.
Yeah, it's like a connection.
You can't really explain.
Does it bring you
until
closer
fight somebody.
to it's like when 2 ex-presidents talk, like, Clinton will talk to Bush Sr. or or Carter and Bush Sr. Do you get some kind of a weird bond regardless of who the guy is?
Like I said, it does depend on the chemistry of the person, too. Like, if the person's a weirdo, the person's a weirdo. You're never going to get along.
I think of it like when school bus drivers wave at each other.
It's similar to that.
You bring up presidents,
Yes.
I bring up
What do you
2 kooks that probably didn't go through a background check, waving at each other.
And we do that if someone's driving the same car as you.
Hey, how you doing?
Hey, you got one like me.
Or like war vets or something, like 2 guys that have shared, something like that.
Sure.
They can talk about, they share common ground with that
yeah,
aspect.
yeah.
So
Yeah.
What did you guys think about the last fight?
Oh boy,
from the GSP Hendricks.
I thought it was one of the most awesome fights ever for me. I loved every second of it.
Yeah.
I thought it went back and forth. It was close. When you look at the CompuStrike and the numbers, you see GSP, percentage-wise, just edged out Hendricks every round. You're going to beat the champ, you have to not just beat him, you got to beat him. And the fact that GSP came out above on numbers on everything, and they tied 50-50 on takedowns, so that's the difference. Most of the time, GSP just schools people. Hendricks is just that good that he was able to make it a fight, make it a split decision. But to me, I'm not upset with the decision that they made. If you look at the numbers, GSP landed more. They were even on takedowns, but the percentages were all favored GSP at the CompuStrike. Now, if you watch the fight, you see he had more damage done to him, and it looked like the toughest fight he's ever had. So I think people are pretty upset, but that's just Hendricks hits like a train. So regardless, he might not have thrown as many punches as GSP, but he hit a little bit harder.
And I think that should be taken into consideration. It's just so odd that it's such a mathematical reason to have him win instead of taking into consideration the fact that, that's what the sport's about. It is really, inflicting some damage.
Mm-hmm.
And boy, did he inflict some fucking damage.
Well, it wasn't that bad. I mean, what did he have? He had a little cut. They both had cuts, I think. Or no, just GSP had a cut.
Yeah, GSP, both of his eyes were kind of swollen. He had, abrasions all over his face and a little cut under one of his eyes. And I saw a picture of Johnny Hendricks, and it looked like he only had kind of like a little black eye on one side.
Yeah, it looked bad when he was at the post-fight presser there. He was beat up pretty good.
If there's not a finish, though, it's hard to decide. You got to look at the numbers if there's no finish. Otherwise, what's the point of keeping track?
If there's do the numbers, do they count for something? Like if I hit you twice and you hit me once, you're probably going to do more.
Jimmy.
So I'm saying,
Yes.
well, not to say he didn't even knock me down for the knockdown
right.
count, but he's going to do more damage with his 1 punch than I did with my 2.
That's true.
But if you looked at just the numbers, it would say, well, I got in 2, I guess, significant strikes, and you only got in 1. But we would all know, just from the fact that I was kind of like fucking blinking rapidly and loopy, that I got much more damage.
How about this, though? How about if a guy's, in wrestling, if a guy shoots 6 takedowns and the other guy doesn't shoot any, well, that guy just shot 6 takedowns, you defended them all. Now you have all that energy from defending, and not being offensive, and now you finish your double. So now he tried 6 times, didn't get any, you tried once and finished it. Well, it's because you conserved all your energy to finish that one, where the other guy's outputting, going forward, putting forth the effort. How do you adjust that? How do you adjust that one person's trying and outputting more energy than the other one, while the other one waits for that one big shot? You got to level that out somehow, and that's what the numbers are for.
Okay. How did you see it?
I kind of agree with Dominick Cruz. I think that GSP won the competition. I think if you look at the damage, I think that Hendricks won the fight. You know what I mean? If you would have put those 2 guys next to each other, and if I didn't see the fight, like, who do you think won this fight? I'd be like, oh my God, this guy got his ass kicked, But, when the numbers come into play, it switches everything around. But I think that damage caused should you know, be a little heavier in the decision of the fight. Like if me and Dominick get into a fight and I slap him 10 times, and then he decks me like 5 times and breaks my nose and
connected.
Well, I hit him more, but he messed me up. You know, he won that. I'm not going to go around saying I won that fight. But you know, I just think I think they're still trying to figure out how exactly to judge it. You know, the sport is so young that I think they still need to fix a few things with the judging
the boxing criteria to the judging, and it just doesn't apply really. In a lot of ways.
So I think in time it'll just fix itself and it'll be better.
Yeah, Joe called in. What was it, Monday? We talked to Joe, and he said something about the system they're using is not. He said they should probably get away from that system because these are guys that don't even know the martial arts that well. They don't take the martial arts.
The problem is you're using boxing, period, for a fight where if you would score it like boxing, we'd be the most cheating boxers you've ever met in your life. How do you score it that way?
Right. Look, it's a boxer that's kicking and
you're stepping on his foot, sir. That's illegal.
That is true. Yeah.
Bernard Hopkins looked like an angel, you know.
Yeah.
So,
is he a dirty fighter? Is Bernard a dirty fighter?
I wouldn't say dirty. He's just grimy, man. Like not dirty in the negative aspect, but dirty, and I respect the way that he fights. He fights like he's not. And the way he fights is he hangs on you and then breaks and punches. It's a different style that you got to respect. He's just grimy. He's been in it
There's
too long.
so many of those finesses that should be judged that just can't be judged under boxing rules and judging. So
100%.
Yeah. I guess they'll figure it out.
Do you ever get stood up? Sometimes Joe raised the point too that, and I thought that the Asian, I forget his name, Mario
Yamasaki,
was a bit involved more than he should have been. Like, I know when two guys are taking a break, you got to stand them up. But if two guys are doing something in the middle of the ring and he just kept breaking it up and making them separate, and I'm like, why is he doing that? Like, they were doing something.
You know, when it comes to refs breaking guys up, putting them together, you kind of, as a fighter, you got to take the adjustment and just say it is what it is. That, I mean, you can't, when you're in there, you can't say, oh, what's this all about? Then you're not focused. It's just like, oh, we're standing up. Let's go.
But if you're trying to put a move on somebody and it looks like, you know, oh, they're not giving the crowd enough action, but you're trying to lock something in or set, and the ref comes over and breaks it up, it kind of, you got to be pissed.
It does, yeah. God, I could imagine it would piss you off. I haven't ran into that issue too much, to be honest. You just got to stay busy. You can't look like you're resting.
Right, okay.
They'll stand you up if you look like you're trying to get a breath of air.
Get a little break, yeah.
For the most part, if you're advancing or if you're causing damage, the ref isn't going to stand you up. But if you're just sitting there and, you know, throwing these little shots or whatever, then it's kind of up to the discretion of the ref whether, you know, he's going to stand you up or not. And some refs stand up faster than others, and you just got to, whatever ref you get, you just got to take what you get.
It's weird when you get a sport that has that stupid fucking human factor in it where it depends on a ref or an ump or, you know, an official on the field. It's not so slide rule and mathematical. It's like, all right, 2 + 2 isn't always 4. He might have missed the 2 part. He's calling it 2.
I would like for them to be. I would like for there to be like challenges and stuff. That would be a huge thing for me. I think because you see refs make mistakes and ruin fights for not. Like, these aren't fights just for the fighters. They're for the fans. There's so much more than just the two people in there fighting that's affected by a bad decision. For instance, a good example would be Ross Pearson and Melvin Gillard just fought recently, and there was an illegal knee thrown. And it was like kind of confusing. Like, was it illegal? Was it not?
Right. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah.
Why was it illegal? What was illegal about it?
It was illegal because he was down, but he was on his way up, and it was hard to tell, like, if his hand was still touching or if Ross's knee was still touching while Melvin threw it, which they were. So it was an illegal strike, but. You know, it's hard to say. Like, why can't the fighter be like, I'm good. Let's just finish this. We're both here. Put some Vaseline on this cut.
You go with it?
You know,
you're
good, I'm good. Yeah, let's finish this because we put in a 10-week training camp. People are waiting for this fight. You know, we're the co-main event. And it's so. I just wish they could like look at film and be like, all right, yeah, let's.
Yeah. That would be
kind of like football does.
Unique, wouldn't it? What's Roland up to?
No, I could just hear noise. I was telling them to close the door all the way.
Oh, really?
I could hear someone reading from the outdoor. So sometimes they don't have to pull the door closed all the way.
People yapping.
And you're you're 31-1, I think, and you're
no. You're thinking of Barrow's record.
Yeah. Oh shit!
Oh, I'm sorry. You're 16-1 or
I'm 20-1.
21. Okay, I'm just gonna start naming numbers now until I hit the right one. I knew had the one part. And your one loss was to Faber. Was it a decision, a unanimous decision?
Yeah, it was a unanimous decision.
Do you feel do you actually feel he won that fight, or did you feel it was a bad decision, or was it one that you look back on and go, no, he definitely got it?
Me?
Like, yeah, like how do you like? What I'm talking about is.
Feel? Maybe I should ask you.
I honestly don't. I don't remember it. So what I'm saying is a decision. Do you ever feel like you've been robbed? And since you've only had one loss and it was decision, that's why I'm asking you. Like, because the refs ever kind of like the judges fuck you?
I've had more than one decision, unfortunately, and I haven't been robbed.
Okay.
If anything, anybody I've fought says they've been robbed by me. So.
Oh shit.
So I mean, that's just people are going to say that. If it goes to a decision, any kind of decision, you almost guarantee the person who lost by decision is going to say he didn't beat me.
Yeah.
That's almost a guarantee.
Right.
Especially like the fights that I have, I kind of like pick people apart. I make them look kind of bad in a lot of ways, but I don't necessarily, put their lights out every single time I fight, so they have something that they think they can argue about. Even if I school them for 5 rounds, they don't win 1 round, they get taken down every round, they get punched and picked apart. They think they won because they didn't get something.
How do you go about making someone look sloppy out there?
You just make them miss, make them look silly. You make them miss, you make them not look like they can't figure you out. They never get a rhythm, they never establish timing, they never establish range. They're always looking a little bit off, 1 step behind. That's
from you changing things up a lot?
Yeah, you just got to mix
Don't
up
fall
the
into a
look
pattern.
lot. Correct. Yeah, you got to mix things up. Don't fall into a pattern. Exactly. Be unreadable, be unadjustable, and always keeping them guessing. That way they're fighting your game instead of you adjusting to them, they adjust to you.
And then people look and they go, oh, look at this guy, doesn't know what the fuck's going on. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the guy, Barral, I'm thinking of is he lost his first fight. And I think he's like 130 straight.
Wow.
Since then, it's a really weird.
That's a strange record.
Yeah, but you haven't lost in a while either. I mean, you fucking. How long's it been for you? Has it been?
It's been
6 years.
Unfortunately, I've been out for 2 of them. So think about that. I keep it real with myself, But
that's gotta be frustrating.
It was
not
the
to
worst
fight
thing
for
ever,
2 years.
It was horrible, but I know what I'm capable of. I know what I would have done if I was in and not injured. I'm very confident in myself and the way that I work. That's what gives me confidence. It's not my ability; it's the way that I work.
How'd you get through the 2 years besides training, getting your body back? But
just working, man.
But after the training, you're sitting there like, oh my God, it's going to be at least another year before I could even think about fighting.
You don't think that way.
You don't, right?
No, you think day in, day out. Every single day is its own battle. So today is its own battle. Tomorrow's going to be its own battle, and I'm not looking forward.
It's pretty
or
impressive.
behind. I'm in the present.
Pretty impressive that you came back from it.
Yeah, 2 years is a long
2 years is
layoff.
a long time where you could maybe lose your desire or something,
I guess.
Did you have any times where you thought you were going to come back and it got delayed or pushed back?
No.
Oh,
well,
so
yeah, when I hurt my knee the second time. I was 6 months into surgery or into rehab when I blew it out. So I was like halfway through the rehab, and that's why it took so long.
Holy.
So I went through, did the rehab. My leg was already back to full. I was training.
Oh, that's got to be disheartening.
Getting back to
Jesus.
normal. My leg, the size, all the atrophy I'd built back, all that hard work. And then they're like, yeah, you tore it again.
How'd you tear it again? What were you doing?
I was training. I was doing what I was allowed to do.
Wow. Oh, just your regular moves.
Yeah, plus I had my brace on. But it's hard to understand unless you know the difference of the tendons and the different types of surgery. There's no blood flow going through the tendon like it should have been because my body rejected the tissue.
Oh, okay.
I don't need this big boring thing.
No, but it's not so much just you worked it too hard.
Correct.
There was some kind of.
It wasn't anything like that. I was doing what I was allowed to do.
But it was just weakened because of.
Because there's lack of blood flow because my body rejected the foreign tissue.
A cadaver tissue, right?
Correct.
It was.
Correct.
Which I've always wondered about that. If you have, I mean, I'm glad you're grateful that you can do it. But how is it? Does it feel weird to know that you have somebody else's body part in you? Like, do you think of that? Like, oh, Jesus.
Not if you're trying to fight.
Yeah.
You don't care. You just want to get.
I don't care if they put a rooster neck in there.
Right. No, I don't mean does it bother you, but like, do you ever think like, wow, man, there's something in me that's from another person? Like, do you ever wonder? It sounds stupid, but
like your ass.
Yeah, well, exactly. That's a great question. I always know whose finger it is because they're right behind me and I'm handing them money. But I've always wondered about people that have,
Hell yeah, you gotta think about that a little bit, right?
Yeah, I guess with a heart it's a little bit different than a tendon.
I mean, my body didn't like it.
Yeah, I guess so.
So now what happened? Your body rejected it. They took it out, or what do they do now?
Well, it just, once it breaks, it disintegrates in your body automatically. So that was it. And then it snapped, and then they went back in, and I did a different type of surgery the second time. I did the patella tendon, which they take the little They take a chunk of the tendon that runs across the front of your knee, and they put that where the ACL is. Therefore, it's my own tissue.
Oh, okay, that's your own.
Immediately creates blood
How they
flow.
figured that out?
Yeah, I don't know.
It's just amazing.
Amazing,
Yeah, it's
huh?
amazing. It really is.
What do they do to keep your kneecap in place?
They sew it.
They sew
and you
it.
sit on your butt for 8 weeks in a cast.
Jesus
and
Christ.
so everything heals, and then you got to restart the process all over again.
Wow.
What do you do to therapy? Do you have to like re-stretch the tendon that they cut?
It's just nothing fun.
It doesn't sound fun at all.
It's not fun to talk
Zero
about it, 'cause,
fun.
Like, even talking about it, I'm bored. I'm like, Jesus.
No, it's
People have to hear
fascinating.
this. I'm like,
It's just, you know what?
It's fascinating, to
You
be
know
honest
what
with you.
makes it interesting? If you're some guy with his leg up watching the game and reading the paper, it's one thing. To understand what you have to do and what that has to go through after repairing it, that is amazing.
It's funny because, you hear a lot like, man, Dominick hasn't fought in forever. What does he deserve for? Man, the fact that I'm coming back fighting for a title after 2 ACL reconstructions, it's not like I've been sitting down doing nothing. How am I coming back and fighting in 2 years if I wasn't working?
Right. Yeah.
I wouldn't be ready unless I was doing nothing but exercising, working, and being in the gym.
Your
So
fucking turkey leg in one hand, a Coke. Yeah, I'm ready.
Eating
Ready to rock.
bonbons,
Yeah. Bring it on.
It doesn't work that way. I've been working as hard as I've always been working. I've never skipped a beat. The only difference is the dynamic has changed from therapy aspect, or from fighting and preparing as a fighter to therapy. Just as hard a work, just different.
And I would assume you could keep your strength up in other parts of your body by working out without putting anything on the leg, but how do you go about training your moving and you're throwing your punches and what you would do standing up in a ring?
You got to work it into I worked my stand-up, my footwork, my shadow boxing, all that fluidity work into the rehabilitation that was building the atrophy back out of my leg. So like I had a lot of atrophy that took place from them cutting my leg, and then it automatically shuts off all the muscles once they cut your knee open. So all the muscles shut off. You have to reestablish there's like electric things that go from your brain to, I don't know all the terms.
Nerves
man.
and
So
synapses.
the nerves, you got to wake them back up to get your muscles firing again. So if that's the first step, and then you got to there's just so much to it, man. It's not easy.
It does sound like a rough.
You have to mix your footwork in while you're building the muscle back, so your muscles learn how to move the way they did while you're building it.
It's a true science.
It really is.
Yeah, pretty amazing.
I'm amazed at
Really
that
is.
because when I hurt my leg, and I was doing, it was after the Jones thing, and I was favoring it, and so I had to get a knee brace. It's humiliating to admit
that
this.
is humiliating.
But I get it. Here's how I heard it, like for real. After I was favoring it, I was getting into bed in a hotel, and I twisted wrong, and I felt like my leg was broken. So the same injury you get fighting a man, I got getting into my bed, and fucking, I got a fucking knee brace, and I'm walking up the steps of the comedy, whatever the club was in Doylestown, and I'm like fucking limping up the steps. And I'm like, this is never going to get better. I'm never going to be normal again.
Oh, you thought that was going to be permanent.
Yeah, and I don't have to do anything with my legs. Like, to have to heal your leg and know that you're doing that just to get in and have somebody immediately try to re-injure it. The psychology behind that is fucking fascinating to me.
I guess, yeah. I don't really know what to think of it when you explain it like that.
In high school, I was voted most likely to give a shitty explanation.
I just feel like an idiot
Goal
now.
achieved.
No, it's a real, it's a mental strength that I don't.
Basically, Jimmy, you were on your own, and these guys got people that have figured out the science of the whole thing.
But there's a
They threw a
toughness.
brace on you and said, "Good luck to you."
Yeah, exactly.
Good luck with the stairs.
No,
bad
you know
injury.
what's crazy about
Yeah.
that is they do that with you as an athlete
Really?
too.
Really?
That's real. That's real. That's something I've been trying to explain to a lot of people is that it's not you really, like, I had no clue. I really wanted to believe that these doctors and everybody is like, yeah, this guy's a professional athlete. He's trying to come back as an athlete, and they care. It's not that they don't care, but you are just another car that's in the shop and they're fixing your wheel.
Yeah.
I mean, you're the
Shit.
15th surgery on their list, and you're at the end of the day, and they're going to put another ACL in you, and that's all they know, and they don't. And then when you're done, you're done, and then you go, and they don't care what physical therapist you see or don't see. If you could go and see nobody, and it wouldn't matter to them.
Right,
That's
they're
all
not
you.
going to call you and say, hey, what are you doing? Get over there.
100% are on your own, and that's the hardest thing, is finding the right therapist for you that fits, that's challenging you like a professional athlete should be challenged, and you're not challenging you like you're people sitting behind a desk, talking about.
Yeah. Well, obviously you can't go to the.
It's fun though.
Yeah, you
really
can
is.
just go to some schlep.
Iraq is telling us that they have to leave
Okay.
about the press, but let's promote this right because these fights are both absolutely amazing. It's Dominick Cruz is fighting. I guess it's the bantamweight championship against. And am I saying his right? Renan Barao?
Yeah, Renan Barao.
Barao, okay. Who is a great Brazilian fighter, and Ricardo Lamas is fighting Jose Aldo, who is just fucking awesome. It's
gonna be great.
But you're also an awesome fighter. But
Thank you.
You know what I mean? But
God, that guy's a beast.
No, but you know what I
get your
mean?
ass
These are the same things. I hear this all the time. Dude.
No, me too.
I'm always amazed by guys who will fight guys. Like, if I had those guys in here, I don't speak their language, but I would be amazed that they're fighting you. Like, I'm always amazed when I'm talking to somebody and they're fighting somebody that I
How
find
about this?
frightening.
I'm an analyst on Fox, and I'm looking at the Ricardo Lamas Jose Aldo fight, and I'm taking Lamas. And that's not because Lamas is sitting here. That's because Lamas can wrestle, and I think that his wrestling is going to slow up. You can't kick the legs when you got somebody trying to take you down, and it slows down the heavy punches that you want to sit down on because you're worried about being taken down. And Lamas is hard to submit, and he's got good ground and pound from the top. It's a tough matchup for Jose Aldo. So as good as Aldo's looked, don't sleep on Lamas.
Dude, I would love to see you beat him. I would love to.
I think that's been, what happened a lot in the past is I've been one of those guys that flies under the radar. I don't talk. I'm not a Chael Sonnen. I don't talk a lot of shit, and because of that, it's forced me to fly under the radar. But I sneak up on a lot of guys. It's like once you notice me, it's too late.
And that's another reason, again, why, because I've been there. I know how that is. I've been a guy also, so I respect that, and I know how it is, and you'll see. It's going to be a good fight.
Very cool. When is that?
That's February 1st. It's in Jersey at the
nice.
Prudential. I think is it the Prudential Center?
Yes.
Yes, in
That
Newark.
means we'll be there.
Yeah,
Cool.
I would love to go to that because
we go to those.
Stupid New York won't make it legal, so fuck New York. We'll just go right across the river and watch it there in a great new venue. And I've been there for fights, and it's amazing.
They do a great job.
Good luck to both of you guys. I would love both of you guys to win the belt.
Yeah, I think they're panicking. They're panicking.
Yeah, they
out
gotta
there.
go.
Okay,
Panicky Pete's out there.
Jimmy
Thanks,
continues
guys.
with his advice show.
All right.
See you guys tomorrow.
Thanks, guys. Did you guys sign?